Or they're trying to get to the point for Peterson, picks it up, crashing the net, fires, and scores! Julia Peterson gives the Raiders a 2-0.
Again, pass to the right. Kaiser with a shot, and he scores! Are you kidding me? Camden Kaiser with a shot to go from the point, and the Raiders win! Raiders win!
For females, for team, Maggie Malika.
All the way over there can do that. As here comes Fish, he crashes the net, goes top shelf. That's his 4th goal in the ball game, and the Raiders double the overtime. Courtney Gaff is in there, strike 3. Got Shopper looking for outnumbered through the neutral zone. He takes it out to Klotz. He's gonna fire on that and score. Spencer Klotz goes up top, and it's 1-0 Raiders. Start off the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Megan Snyder can be the hero. First pitch to Snyder. She's gonna bunt it. Throw to first is nobody's there. It gets past her. Here comes Blandon to the plate, and she's gonna score in the Raiders.
Klotz, he's made good spin move. Klotz, he's shot. He scores. Spencer Klotz puts the Raiders up 5-4.
Second. 2-1 pitch to Stepka. Lined into the right center gap, and that one's gonna drop for a base hit. Peterson's gonna round third and score.
Yeah, so jumper by Richardson, good. That was a nice turnaround jumper by Richardson.
There's a centering pass, and it's good. And guess who? That's number 12, Kaiser, with another goal on the season. That's number 24 for Camden Kaiser.
On his back, and I set the rolling to the championship round. The triplet to the plate. She lines this one into right field. That one gets down for a base hit. Horman is going to go through the stop sign. She's going to score. This game is tied.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Ayat. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Ladies and gentlemen, is my mic on?
The mic is on, I do believe.
Okay, so welcome to the Northfield Ice Arena, and we've got a few minutes here before we go to face-off time. But nonetheless, we are here this evening, and I am trying to get some sound in my headset here, so that would be great. We want to welcome everyone to tonight's broadcast here. We've got a lot of things going on with regarding the Raiders hockey game tonight. So again, we're having some technical difficulties here tonight, so I'm not sure what you're hearing, what you're not hearing. But in the meantime,
we can hear you
let me just tell me.
We can hear you just
tell
fine.
me that we got Northfield here, we got Farmington here, so the Tigers are coming in. Now we can sit here all night and talk about the records, the fact that they're 9-16. I don't have anything in my headset, please. I have nothing in my headset.
I have very little in my headset.
So bottom line is the Raiders are 19-7, and the Farmington Tigers are 9-16. Brett Bielenberg joins me along with Johan Strohr. Colin Merritt is running the cameras back over there, so he's taking a break tonight off the ice to come in and support the girls hockey team. And so anyhow, welcome again. We've got some technical difficulties going on for those of you just tuning in. But we are broadcasting live on NorthfieldLive.com. But we also want to welcome our Farmington guests, FarmingtonTigersLive.com as well. They are also here. They were going to be broadcasting all of that. So again, we got a lot of noise in the background. So we're just going to talk and hope everyone can hear us. And we'll kind of go from there. I think that mic is hot. So needless to say, Brent, we're looking at a 9-16 versus a 19-7 squad, but let's be real. These guys are in the South Suburban Metro. Lakeville's North and South are in their division. Egan, Apple Valley. I mean, this is not a fun conference.
No. If Farmington was in the Big Nine, you'd see that whole, like their whole win-loss would be switching around. So, yeah, we're getting a little drowned out here, but.
Okay, so some mic is picking up all the noise outside. So do you have that one hooked up over there? Is the wireless one? All right. So okay, we're back live here. Hopefully we'll get this figured out before game time, because I know it's important. What can I say? A little flustered here, getting things going. But hey, this is. I mean, we're not ABC Sports. Hey, I'm not getting paid $230 million a year. Are you? Okay, he's not. So Brent, is his mic on as well?
Yeah, mine is on.
Yeah, Brent's. How about Brent's? Brent's doesn't come through really well. So he's on number 3, I'm guessing, or something. Nope.
There we go.
There it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now that the clown show is over, well, it's not over, it's just beginning, because I'm here. Trust me on this. Welcome to the Northfield Ice Arena, a.k.a. Pepsi Center. We're going to get started here very shortly, so we're going to have to keep this short and sweet. 9-16, 19-7. Who cares? Throw the records out the door.
It's a 4-5 setup here. Farmington's a huge rivalry with us. We've known them for a long time, playing them. I think it was a 2-0 game, but a very close game the first time they played. Farmington plays in a tough division, and so I think it's going to be a very equal matchup. Could go either way.
I mean, you can look back at Owatonna, and we were here, and you could look at that and you go, well, I don't know. If that team hits the ice, I don't think they got a chance. I mean, how do you just forget about that, or how do you go about that? It was just a couple nights ago.
Yeah, you just have to move forward. I mean, they've played so many games this year. One game does not define who you are at that point, and so you just regroup. I can tell you, probably yesterday in practice, Paige they got going in practice. About 15-20 minutes before practice, they ran a drill that they knew they would run well, and they just dropped it, said, you know what, we're ready to roll. And it's all about mindset for for athletes is just getting in the right mindset, and they're ready to go tonight.
All right, so we're running just a little bit behind. We're going to see what we can do here. We're going to have the visiting coaches interview brought to you by Professional Pride Realty, Northfield's only locally owned real estate broker. Of course, John Holmes, head coach of Farmington. And Johan Schroer was able to catch up with John Holmes, and hopefully we are able to get that as well as we wait patiently. But as we talk, the Raiders coming off of a tough one against Owatonna just the other night, and then they got the win over Rosemont for Farmington. So again, we welcome the Farmington guests that are here. We've got quite a crowd rolling in here. Farmington's rolling in here. I'm looking back over the corner of my shoulder here. We look like we've got a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, it's a great crowd.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Farmington, of course, like I said, tough division that they're bringing it into. They're not going to lie down. They got beat a couple of times by North and South. But by 1 point.
Farmington's a very defensive-oriented team. They've had some eye scores, but what they've always had is talent and depth, and then they play really hard. They're a physical team, and they're well coached, and so you're going to probably see a low-scoring game. Now, with that, it could be 7-6 for all I know, but I just know how Farmington likes to play, and they like to play defensively.
Well, let's find out what John Holmes has to say about that.
Farmington basically your whole life. You graduated from Farmington and you've been coaching girls hockey for now 15 years. What does this town mean to you?
Well, growing up in a community it means everything. So coaching's giving back and making places better than you found it. So it's been a fun journey and look forward to a bunch more.
Yeah. So you lost to Northfield in a close one earlier this year. What are you going to learn from that game and try to bounce back here tonight?
The entire first part of our season we had a hard time scoring. Last 2 weeks have been good to us. We kind of figured out a few things, and things started to click. We're really young, so it's nice to be playing well at the end of the season. So hopefully what we've been doing over the last few weeks will carry through to the playoffs.
Yeah, what's your coaching style? Obviously, you've been doing this for many years. What have you figured out that's been working for this team?
Kind of reading the energy of the kids. If the kids have their own energy, kind of allowing them to have that energy. If they don't have the energy, me bringing it so that they can come up, because there's a certain type that kind of gets you playing your best. So I guess for me, my coaching style is more about it's a day-to-day thing. It's not the same bench every time. It's what do I need to bring to get them to the spot they need to be.
Yeah, so obviously you made state a couple of seasons ago, 2020 and 2021. And you had a great run of section titles back then. What are you going to do to try to get back to that section title game and into state?
Yeah, we missed last year. We lost in the quarters. That's the first time I've lost in the quarters in probably over a decade. We made a nice little run there, but we went to state last 5 out of 7 years. So it's, you never know. You got to play it one game at a time here in the playoffs, and one period, one shift at a time, more like it. But we'll see where we get to after this one.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Good luck. Thank you.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
All right, well, welcome back. It's time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic. In the foggy glasses and dried out contacts, give yourself the gift of LASIK. We will take a break with regards to the starting lineups here. We'll get our starting lineups, and then afterwards, hopefully, we'll try to get what Paige Haley had to say for the pregame as well. So with that said, let's kick it back over to our PA announcer for tonight's visiting team starting lineup. Again, brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic tonight. So let's kick it over to here and
Shelby Mahawal. Number 12, Nora Kratz. Number 13, Amara Zenz. Number 15, Jenna Goberish. Number 16, Amelia Goberish. Number 17, Addison Trapp. Number 21, Kennedy Meyer. Number 25, Megan Stoa. 26, Morgan Mitchell. Number 27, Lexi Geller. Number 28, Josie Empey. Number 31, Kylie Kuro. And number 34, Layla Garofalo. And starting for the Tigers head coach John Holmes are in goal for the Tigers, number 1, a sophomore, Addison Modry. At one of the defensive positions is number 9, a junior, Katie Klotz. At the other defensive position is a senior, number 22, Madison Katerlich. At one of the wings is a 9th grader, number 19, Alexa Bricko. At the other wing is a senior, number 2, Abby Gerke. And centering that line for the Tigers is a senior, number 18, McKenna Katerlich. And now let's meet your Northfield Raiders. First, the reserves, number 1, an 8th grader, Isabel Paulson. Number 2, a senior, Megan Snyder. Number 3, a junior forward, Isabel Steffes. Number 5, a 9th grader, defender, Taylor Crone. At wing, number 8, a junior, Annalise Walker. At wing, a sophomore, number 10, Olivia Rasmussen. At wing, a senior, number 15, Tova Sorensen. Also at wing, a junior, number 17, Rita Langford. Also a forward, a sophomore, number 18, Emily Beham. Also at forward, a 9th grader, number 19, Ashlyn Pockert. And number 23, a defender, sophomore, Kira Hoskins. Also at defense, a captain, number 24, Lucy Boland. Also at defense, a freshman, number 25, Eloise DeBus. And now let's meet our starters. In net for your Raiders, a sophomore, number 31, Macy Mueller. On the defense is a freshman sensation, number 21, Mia Miller. At the other defensive position is a junior, number 11, Grace McCushion. At left wing for your Raiders is an 8th grader, number 16, Emma Perotka. At the other wing is number 13, a junior, Emerson Garley. And centering that line is a junior, number 9, Ayla Puppy.
Brought to you by Richie Eye Clinic and the Foggy Glasses and Dried Out Contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. Now, let's take a quick listen to head coach Paige Haley and what she had to say before this evening's game.
Here with Northfield girls head coach Paige Haley, coach, starting off the section tournament here against already a tough team here in Farmington, and the rest of the tournament's gonna be pretty tough. Whole new season here is what they like to say. How are you coming into this one?
We're absolutely looking at this as a 3rd season. We talked about that yesterday in our team meeting, actually. And this is championship season, and it's fun. A lot of things can happen. I think especially this year in our section, seeds 1 through 5, we've all beaten each other in some way. So that means there's, it's very tight. There's not a lot of wiggle room. But I think, if they want it enough, they will find a way to do it.
Yeah, so you beat Farmington earlier in the season. What are you going to learn from that game and try to apply to tonight?
Well, what we learned in that game is that we can win without Ayla scoring or putting anything up on the board. So if they want to take her away all night, I'm fine with that because I have other players that are completely capable of doing things like scoring goals.
Obviously, you made state last year, a great run in the second tournament. Is there anything different in your play style with these harder teams that you're going to try to switch up?
No, I just think that it's important that, we stay in the moment as much as possible. I know it's hard during a section tournament, but as long as they're able to refocus and bring themselves back to the main goal, which, we know as a group what that is, and we don't talk about state because we can't get there without a section final. So we have 9 periods of hockey, so we'll see how the first one goes.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck, Coach.
That is, of course, Paige Haley, the head coach for the Northfield Raiders. And, of course, your coach's interview is brought to you tonight by Professional Pride Realty, Northfield's only locally owned real estate broker. Nothing new, nothing really extreme. It's pretty much coaches are saying the same thing. It's a whole new season. Everything starts all over again. You got to put, regardless what you did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago against each other, it don't matter. Tonight, it's a whole different level of hockey.
Yeah, it's a brand new, like Paige said, it's a brand new season. They're looking at that this way. And you can see the roster of Farmington is young. I've never seen Farmington this young. They've got multiple 7th graders and 8th graders, and so that is a team they might be projecting up, but we have some experience here.
Well, we definitely have like senior leadership and different things like that. And they got 7th graders, 8th graders, 9th graders. I mean, there's a couple of seniors that they got. Kaderlick is obviously one of the top scorers, and so is their sisters. So they're seniors, so they're going to bring a lot to the game. And we're off. Here we are, boys and girls. We're underway here from the Northfield Ice Arena. It is section playoff times. It is the Tigers from Farmington taking on the Northfield Raiders. For those of you on the televisions or on Rosemont Live, you obviously can see that Rosemont is in their gray, black, and orange uniforms, skating from right to left, and the Northfield Raiders in the white and maroon breezers and gold trim for the uniforms, skating from left to right. We're underway, just about 30 seconds gone by, and the Raiders will dump it into the Farmington zone. And again, we want to thank everybody who's joining us this evening, all the sponsors from Northfield and Farmington for joining us this evening. So we welcome you. And hey, Grandpa Puppy is in the house tonight. He came all the way down from Grand Forks tonight to see his granddaughter, Ayla. He says he listens all the time to NorthfieldLive.com. So again, we extend our reach by utilizing our NorthfieldLive.com. So a great asset here. Thanks to Lance Reister for helping provide all of that for us here throughout the season. We want to thank him and his development of everything that we brought with basketball, hockey, everything, you name it. And anyhow, Grandpa Puppy's in the crowd. So he's watching live tonight. So here is a face-off again in the Farmington zone, and they'll come clean with it, but they'll try to clear it, and it gets pushed right back into the Tiger zone. Puck comes up through the neutral ice, down the left side. They'll skate it. Nope, that one's broken up quickly by Sorensen. Sorensen will dump it back. McCoshen will pick it up down in behind the net. Bam! Off the glass she comes, and in through neutral ice it goes. Out in front it goes to DeBuse. She tries to dump it in and does so. Then it's picked up quickly by Kaderlick. Sent over to the nearby corner by Meyer, but it's all broken up as well. Bolin will try to retrieve it in their own zone. They'll skate it in behind the Northfield net. They'll hit the brakes, turn it the other direction. Bolin can't keep control of it as the Tigers will try to pursue into the corner and try to kick it out and take advantage in the Northfield end. Puck shot towards the goal off the pad of Mueller. That one will go just in behind the net. Bolin trying to create something. Beham comes away with it. Forwarding pass into the neutral zone off the stick of a breaking pocket there. That'll go all the way back into the net. Shot towards the goal, but it gets picked right back up. Beham will take it down that left side. She'll skate it back to the middle. Forwarding pass to Snyder. Snyder shot towards the goal. Off the stick, into the corner it goes. Raiders in the Farmington zone. Puck tries to get cleared. Farmington tries to take control of it as they try to skate it up and through, but it's dumped right back in by Beham, and she'll skate off the ice. And we'll have a line change as the Tigers forward it hard and fast on a breakaway. There, she was trying to get it up to Gerke, but it's intercepted by the Raiders in the neutral zone. There's a penalty possibly. Perutka goes to the net. There it is, in the air it comes. There's the stalled call, so the Raiders will pick it up. They have control of it. They're going to clear the goalie, which they do. Drop in another player here, 6-on-5, as we await the penalty call, the tripping call. So against Perutka. Sorensen dumps it through neutral ice, dumps it all the way in behind. The goalie will take advantage of it, and we will have a stoppage of play in our first penalty of the evening coming at the 3:06 mark of the first period.
Yeah, pretty good start by Farmington so far, getting a lot of action in their offensive zone. But Northfield trying to answer right back as they'll be on the power play. Number 19, Alexa Bricko, will go to the box for 2 minutes. The defenders. So Raiders on the power play. 13:54 left to go in this first period.
Face off in the Farmington zone. Farmington will clear it into the neutral ice, and away it will go. McCossin will pick it up in their own zone behind. She'll skate it in behind the net. They'll reset. Puppy back on the ice along with Mia Miller, and they will reset and bring in the flying V down that left side. Gets broken up in the neutral zone. Farmington on the penalty kill. Puck comes loose. Garley will take it in her own zone, skate it down the near boards through neutral ice, all the way down into the corner she goes. Looking for a pass to the top. McCossin, she'll try to dump it back. Picked up in behind the net. They'll bang it off the boards and bring it to the top, to the point. Puppy will get a shot, maybe possibly from the top of the circle. She'll push it down. She'll take it down all the way in. She'll skate in around and behind, hits the brakes, tries to look back and come back the other direction. But now it's tied up in the corner there as Farmington in the PK, trying to take advantage of the opportunity with 56 seconds to go. They've just got to kill another minute here in the power play, awarded to the Northfield Raiders for tripping. So again, tripping penalty against Bricko at the 3:06 mark as the Raiders will regroup, take it in their own zone. Puppy will try to skate it through, forwards it up to Garley down that right-hand circle. Puppy will pick it up. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Puck comes loose. Farmington breaks it up through neutral ice. Puppy will try to control it. Drop pass over to Miller. Miller looking for something. Tries a centering pass to Puppy. That one flies by. That one's going to get dumped all the way back in. We're going to have a line change. Farmington's going to race for it down in the Northfield zone and almost got away with one there. Beeham will pick it up. She's now going to skate through neutral ice. Down the right side. Shot deflected off the glass and in behind it goes to the far corner. And now Farmington back at full strength with 11:50 to go. We are tied up 0-0 with just 3 shots total on the night for both teams. From the top, there's a shot towards the net, and that one just ricochets wide left of the net. Centering pass out front. That one's going to get picked up by Katerlik. She'll try to forward pass that one up through neutral zone, but that one's going to get flying all the way down as Bricko tries to fight for it down in the corner before the Raiders look like they may come clean with it as they dump it through neutral ice, and we skate again all the way back to the other end. So a lot of back and forth here, not a lot of control with the puck anyhow, as we get the first couple of minutes out of way. And I think, Brent, we talk about getting your legs under you here a little bit, even though it's all new hockey, it's playoff hockey, but still, the nerves got to be moving here a little bit.
Yeah, they got some nerves, and they're also, both teams are playing, they're trying to create space here as McCossin's on a rush, but they're trying to create some space for themselves.
There's a centering pass out front. Thomas Sorensen with a great opportunity, but it's broken up by Modry. Wow, what a shot right out in front of the crease, but that one just gets deflected, goes all the way back. We got an icing penalty, and we'll bring it back to the goalie, and they are high-fiving Modry for sure. That was a shot right out in front. Sorensen had a wide-open look.
Yeah, great save by Muji there, and now both teams will do a big line change. They'll reset. And going back earlier to what you said about being nervous, I mean, obviously Farmington's a very young team. We touched on that earlier, so kind of those jitters, as a young team, might be catching up to you. But the Raiders just off a state tournament trip, so a lot of players were on that team. So we'll see how they do. They're here.
Puck comes loose, and they're going to score on the rebound there. Ayla Puppy takes it in from the right-hand side. Great save by Modry, but she puts it right out in the crease. And I do believe it's going to be Perutka with the goal.
Yeah, Perutka got that rebound there.
That'll be at the 6:24 mark on the rebound.
She's one of those kids, I think she's an 8th grader here. She has what I'd just say, just straight hockey sense like that. She read that play, was right where she needed to be for that rebound. She always seems to be in the right place at the right time, and that's a big goal for a young kid to get and for the Raiders to get to start off here.
That is her 8th goal of the season and her 16th goal, or 16th point of the season for Peruka. So she's off and running. So the Raiders up from the Heritage Bank scoreboard 1-0 on a great play off the face-off by Puppe. She got it towards the goal, got it off the pad, came out in front. Peruka finished it up and cleaned up the mess that was made. 10:16 to go here. First period. Raiders on top. 1-0. Farmington pushes it through the neutral zone, sends it all the way back down. Centering pass broken up by Beham. Another opportunity out in front. That one gets broken up. Comes to the top. Into the neutral ice it comes. And they will send it all the way back to the neutral ice and then bring it back in. Puck dumped all the way into the near corner. Shot off the pad of Muller. All the way to the far corner. Now broken up by the Raiders. Beham getting after it. All kinds of people in the corner fighting for it, trying to dig it out, trying to figure out somebody. Somebody's got to come up with it. Miller is on the ground, and she's covering it up. She's getting slammed to the ice again as they try to fight for it and try to clear it out of there before it's picked up by Kadalik, and she'll take another shot towards the goal. That'll go in behind the net. So Farmington on the aggressive here in the Northfield zone. That one's going to get sauced up and over into the neutral ice, but it's going to get picked back up. Kadalik is going to dump it right back into the zone, and the Raiders will skate for it again. In hot pursuit is Trapp as it comes clean finally out in front is Debut. She'll try to push it up and through the neutral zone into the Tiger zone. Tigers, Farmington pick it back up, back through neutral ice. They go down the right side, tries to do a little stick move there. That one's broken up by the Raiders. Picked up in their own zone. Now down the right side, McCoshen. She'll go down the right side, the left-handed stick. Tries to push it in behind to Garley. Garley goes into the boards, catches her skate, and falls down. And now the puck will come in behind the net before it comes up onto McCoshen at the top of the right circle here as she tries to dump this one back in to the corner. Puck will come up over the top. Puppe skates to the left and tries to break the defense, but that one's going to get knocked into the neutral zone before it's picked up by Snyder. She'll do a dump pass to Puppe down the right side. She's got a shot, and that one's going to go right into the glove of Modry, and we'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off just to the left of the goalie with 8:13 to go here. First period, Raiders on top, 1-0.
The Raiders coming alive here in this first period, getting a flurry of shots. Modry staying busy. Raiders still have 1-0 after that Perutka goal, the 8th grader. I don't know very many 8th graders that can do that in a section game. We'll face off again.
Puck comes loose for Farmington. They'll control it off the draw. That's broken up in the neutral zone as Miller tries to push it back into the Tigers. And as they do, Raiders try to push it back in. Snyder trying to dump it. That's going to get picked up by the Tigers, and they'll try to forward one on a breakaway. And it is in behind, but that one is tripped, and down they go. I don't see a hand in the air. The opposing fans are just screaming for a penalty, and it doesn't look like they're going to get one, but we're going to get an icing call and bring it all the way back, and we'll face off to the left of Mueller.
Yeah, that was probably a good no call. I mean, it wasn't a clear takedown in the defensive play. So I think Paige coins this phrase called big girl hockey, and so what you're seeing here is like sometimes we play in the Big Nine, you got teams that will suck hole. They'll send somebody out. Here, what both teams are doing is they're going to stretch the ice, so it's going to cause our D to get their minds fixed on that. They can't let people behind them because we'll start seeing breakaways.
Controlled off the draw of the Raiders as they try to dump it through off the glass, and they do so. Down the left side they go. Centering pass out front, and there's a shot. Thomas Sorensen broken up by Modry. That one goes all the way to the far corner. Another shot opportunity for the Raiders out in front. Sorensen, another shot deflected, broken up by the stick of the Tigers. Now they'll take it down the left side is Gerke. Gerke tries to do a little fancy dance up in the middle, up between three defensemen. Cannot get through. Raiders will try to clear it, but then it's dumped right back in behind the net it goes. And Boland will hit the brakes, turns the other direction, fires it around to the far boards. Dump pass there, Puppe. She'll try to pick it up and gain some speed, try to go through the neutral zone. Farmington not picking it up. Look out, she's dangerous there, and there's another shot right into the chest of the goalie, and that will stop the play again with 6:49 to go. Raiders on top, 1-0 from your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
If you've watched any Raider girls hockey this season, you know that's exactly what Ayla Puppe wants to do, getting that speed, flying through that neutral zone and getting a shot right away. She's so good at that, but Mucci covered it up.
Puck will come clean for the Tigers. Raiders will try to keep it in, push it back down into the corner. Picked up by the Raiders. Garley tries to push it in behind the net and does so. Perutka with it over to Garley. Garley looking to pass to the top of the key, but that one gets broken up by the defense, and they'll clear it all the way through the neutral zone as they fly it all the way down, and they're going to call icing. So they'll bring it all the way back down to the other end and back into the Farmington zone as we go just to the left of Addison Modry.
You saw a little bit there what the Raiders are trying to do. They're setting up their low offense. We saw a little bit behind the goal line. They're trying to free up our D to give space. So watch for them to do that and then bring it back up to the point.
So would you say that then you drop our defense down to the top of the circle? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yep, you'll start breaking them down. They're trying to suck all of Farmington down low, and then they'll look up top to the D.
Puck will come over to the near boards, dumped right back in. That's going to go in behind the net. Nothing there, not even close, as Houskins took a shot towards the goal. Puck will come out to the near boards. Farmington tries to clear it in through the neutral ice. They do. That one's broken up by the defense. Now it's shot all the way across the boards to the far side of the ice. Picked up again by the Raiders, and they'll try to push it up as it comes off the backboard. And it's just pushed to the point, and that'll go all the way in behind, so they'll wave off the icing there as Farmington will try to recover with 5:36 to go here. First period, Raiders on top. That's going to fly all the way by. They're not going to call it. Boland will try to recover, but there's two Farmington Tigers down there, so again, slight turnover by the Raiders in their own zone, but they'll try to take control of it again. Now they'll try to push it up and through. Down to the ice goes Paukert. She was going to make a break towards the other end, but fell down, and now she'll do a line change there. Snyder down in the Tiger end as that one comes off the glass, and ricochets all the way out here as it continues to go all the way back down to the other end, and we'll call another icing with 5:03 to play.
Raiders keeping that pressure on. Brent, as you just said, that low offense is what you called it.
Yep.
Seems to be working. I mean, they're staying busy, not getting Farmington too many chances. They keep icing it. Raiders keep going into their zone. More face-off to the left of Mudry.
Puck controlled by the Raiders as Puppe tries to make a rush towards the net again, like she did the last time when they scored on the rebound. Puck will come to the near boards. Into the corner it goes. Everybody's down there digging away at it. You think there must be some gold down there or something. And now the puck will come clear in behind the net as the Tigers will take control of it through neutral ice. That one's going to get broken up by Puppe. And down the other direction, Perutka will skate it through. And she'll dump it down in the corner and then skate for it. So this is what they saw. So you're taking everybody down and then waiting for people to come to the top. Mikasa will try to control it, but that's broken up by the Tigers. Now they're going to make a break, 1-on-2. And that one's going to get broken up nicely. Snyder breaks that up, but we're going to have a penalty on the play. And they're going to call a penalty, looks like, on Snyder.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I thought they call that on Megan, or...
I believe it was on Snyder at 12:42. That's going to be...
Steffes.
Oh, they call it on 3?
Yeah, that's kind of a tough call. I thought Maya made a good play on that, but she maybe sometimes even if somebody steps on your stick, that can be called for a tripping.
So we got a 2-minute power play here for the Raiders as they will be on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes with 4:15 to go. That puck will come up all the way to the top of the key. Forced down to the left circle, shot towards the goal. Miller covers it up, and we'll have a face-off just to her left again as we continue with the first period play here. 4:07 to go. Raiders out shooting the Tigers tonight, 7-5 here first period, but the Tigers are on their first power play of the evening. Draw comes out to the Raiders, but Farmington will force it back into the far corner. Ricochets all the way out, and to the top it comes into the neutral zone. Tigers try to push it back in, still in the neutral zone, as the Raiders will be in hot pursuit here as they are on the penalty kill, being very aggressive. Puck will come over to the far right as they push it back to the corner. Gerke tries to take control and pushes the pass up to Brickle. Puck is down in the far boards as they tie it up. Two of the Farmington Tigers, they'll come away with it. There's a shot towards the goal, and then off the pad. Another shot deflected, broken up there by Houskins as that puck comes flying all the way through neutral zone and all the way back to the other direction, and they'll go and regroup here as the Raiders do a full line change here. 3:20 to go, first period. Up through neutral ice, down the left side they go. Meyer tries to control it, can't. That one gets broken up into the neutral ice. It comes. They'll regroup and reset with just 49 seconds in the power play for the Tigers. They have gotten one shot off since the power play began. Down that left side, that's Kadalik, one of the top performers for Farmington. She is one of the seniors, one of the few seniors, as the puck goes down the left side. Garley tries to break to the inside. That one's broken up defensively by the Tigers. They'll push it up into the neutral zone. They'll skate to the left. Gerke looking for a pass. Turnaround. Backhand out front, and that comes clean as that one gets pushed out by Garley, and that one then gets fired all the way back to the other end of the ice. And now the Raiders full line change again. Farmington doing a quick line change as they try to push that up. That should be icing, and they should bring that right back with 2:24 to go.
Yeah, simple. I think it was Houskins that had that simple block shot, and that's such a key element of the game right now, especially on a penalty kill. And so she just got in the lane, blocked that puck, and then just get it down. You're going to see the Raiders. We need to do a lot of shot blocking today. They want to take away any opportunity they have to get it to the net.
2:24 to go here, first period. Raiders on top 1-0 from the Heritage Bank scoreboard as time continues to tick away here in the first period. And now the Raiders will be back at full strength again, so they kill another penalty for them. And they continue with their 80% plus penalty kill percentage. Icing on the call again. So we got 2:04 to go here. First period. Both teams still trying to figure some things out, I think, a little bit as they continue to go back and forth from end to end.
Yeah, and then we say this is always the first two periods, or last 2 minutes and first 2 minutes are so crucial. So you want to finish this period strong.
Puck will be controlled by Beeham as it goes down in the corner before Farmington picks it up. That puck will go all the way to the far boards, but they cannot control it. Raiders try to keep it in, but they're going to fight for it down there by the blue line. In the Farmington end. Still trying to clear it. Still at the blue line. 6 people over there. Out in front of the bench. Puck finally looks like it's going to come loose, but Beeham tries to break it up. That puck will come all the way to the near boards. Little check by the Raiders into the corner. That one gets finally broken up. Beeham will try to control it. It'll dump pass over there to their own zone. Beeham can't control the pass, so it'll go into neutral ice as Farmington will come out of the bench on his change. There will be Kraderlich. She'll fire one back, and they're just going to cover it up with 1:17 to go. Face off to the left of Mueller for Northfield.
Pretty even period so far. Obviously, Raiders just did a great job killing that power play that Farmington just had. 1:17 left to go now. Farmington is still in the offensive face-off to the right of Mueller. Will face off Farmington. Try to get a centering pass. Will be blocked. Picked up by the Raiders. McCaution.
Puck goes in behind the net to the far corner. Bolin will pick it up. Tries to forward pass it up. Blows right past the boost by Steffes, but she's going to control it in off the skate. She'll skate it all to the far corner, back into the near corner. Puck will come all the way over. Blucy tries to control it, can't do it. There's a centering pass out front. McCaution right out front. Modry finally gets a hand on it and holds tight as the Raiders with another opportunity, scoring opportunity right out in front of the net with 48.4 to go.
That was a great read and a great drop-in by McCaution coming in. You know, we have 9 shots. I bet we have 7 high-quality scoring chances there, and that was another one. That was a very good save and a very good play by us.
Raiders will control the draw, but it comes all the way into neutral ice as we count down to 42 seconds here in the first period. Raiders will dump it all the way back in to Farmington zone as it goes all the way in behind the net. They'll try to bang it off the board and try to push it forward. Giller tries to give it a push. Now it's going to go down the right side. Looking for a centering pass. There's a shot off the goal. Rebound way out front. Kraderlich with a shot. That one goes to the right of Mueller. That one goes in behind the net. McCaution will try to pick it up. Tries to forward the pass. In behind it goes. Hits the brakes, and Puppy will pick it up with 12 seconds to go. She's going to probably skate it down. Off the glass it goes. Right past Garley. They're going to call an icing with 7 seconds to go, which is kind of dangerous with 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Here you go.
7 seconds is certainly something that can happen. You know, obviously we're right in front of Mueller, so Farmington will try to get something quickly going, try to get it to one of the Kraderlichs, of course, one of the top 2 scorers, try to get something out in front, give the Tigers a chance.
So we've got Madison is on the ice, but she's way out the point. There's a face-off. That one's going to come up to the top of the right circle. They're going to try to hit one towards. It's deflected in behind the net. Wrap around, comes off the pad of Mueller. That one's going to come loose. Net comes loose, and the time will tick away. That'll wrap it up for the first period here from the Northfield Ice Arena and your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders on top, 1-0. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll do a quick recap, and then we'll catch up on some of our sponsors. Of course, all of our sponsors this evening brought to you by the NorthfieldLive.com and, of course, the Tigers Live. We got Farmington Tigers Live on board tonight as we try to prepare all of that. So we're kind of entertaining a little bit of everybody tonight. So we should have, 50, 70, 100,000 people watching tonight. That'll be awesome. So my endorsement rates just went up. Hey, thanks for listening tonight from the Northfield Ice Arena. You are listening to Raider Hockey, of course, on 95.1 KYMN, streaming live on Farmington Tigers Live and NorthfieldLive.com.
Simon's Ace Hardware is your winter headquarters. Clear your driveway from the late winter storms with snow blowers from Toro and Ego. Simon's Ace also has ice melt when you're done clearing the snow and roof melt to clear ice dams and prevent leaking in your home. And while winter is still here, spring is around the corner. Enjoy grilling with grills from Weber, Traeger, and Big Green Egg. They also have seed and turf care supplies for your lawn. And never forget about paints and stains from Benjamin Moore and Clark and Kensington. Simon's Ace Hardware has 6 locations, including downtown Lakeville, uptown Lakeville, and Apple Valley.
The difference between starting your day with a perfect cup of fresh brewed coffee or an average mug of Joe depends on the coffee you choose. Idioma Specialty Coffee Roastery brings the best flavors of coffee directly from farms all over the world to Dakota County. Idioma expertly roasts each batch to release maximum flavor in each cup. Visit idiomacoffee.com to try a bag or to become a regular subscriber. Don't settle for average Joe. Order your specialty roasted coffee from Idioma Specialty Coffee Roastery by visiting idiomacoffee.com today.
It's the little things in life that matter the most, like spending time with my family. Hip pain started to slow me down, and it was time to get help. I did some research and decided on the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics. They listened to my concerns and helped me make an informed decision. 3 months later, I could not be happier. My hip feels great, and I'm back outside. I appreciate the personalized care I got from the orthopedics team at Northfield Hospital and Clinics.
Nobody looks better than someone decked out head to toe in Farmington Tigers swag. There's no better place to find Tigers apparel than Town Sports in downtown Farmington. Town Sports are proud fans of the local community, which is why they proudly provide fundraising programs for local teams, associations, and nonprofit organizations. So if you're looking for custom screen printing, embroidery, or any type of spirit wear for your town, visit Town Sports on 3rd Street in Farmington or call 651-463-8696 today.
At BTD, it's not just join our team, it's join our team and let's do this. Let's go make great things for the products that keep our world running with the training and support you need from any skill set. Because at BTD, it's not just a job, it's a career. Find yours today with some of the highest starting wages in our region at btdmfg.com.
Bishel Building in Farmington is a family-owned home renovation and restoration specialist that you can count on. Whether you're looking to remodel a kitchen, replace your roof after a storm, or build a new deck, Bishel Building does it all. The experts at Bishel will help design your project and execute on time and on budget with financing options available. Whether it's inside or outside, you can rely on Bishel Building for your home improvement project. Visit BishelBuilding.com or call 651-463-8762 today.
Digital Impact Solutions, your South Metro print shop with big city connections. Whether you need a few copies of a business proposal or a whole buffet of marketing materials, Digital Impact Solutions can do it for you. Brochures, banners, and more. If you need it, they can do it. Digital Impact Solutions is veteran-owned and proud to support all South Metro communities. So if you want big city selection with small town service, stop by their Shakopee location or call Digital Impact Solutions at 952-496-0202 today. And good luck to everyone in tonight's contest. When considering a banking partner, you want someone who cares deeply about the local community. Castle Rock Bank in Farmington lives and breathes that idea. The stockholders at Castle Rock Bank were born here, raised here, and are still here. It's why they understand the unique needs of local customers. And they give back to the community through donations to schools, churches, fraternal organizations, and nonprofits. They know you, you know them, and that's the spirit of community pride. Visit castlerockbank.net or call 651-463-4014 for more information today.
At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we're more than just the South Metro's top Hyundai dealer. We care about the community we serve. That's why we're excited every time a young student gets behind the wheel for the first time. We also take pride in selling safe, reliable vehicles for kids and families, because we want everyone driving to practice, games, or concerts to arrive safe and sound. At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we take pride in serving the community and are proud to support high school activities.
The small-town roots of LaBrash Plumbing and Heating of Farmington can be found in everything they do. They treat every customer as if they were a neighbor, because in many cases, they are. They treat their employees like friends, because they are. And they give back to the community because, well, it's the right thing to do. If you need a plumber, water softener, or even remodeling services, visit LaBrashPlumbingandHeating.com or call 651-444-6555 today.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We've been doing this for over 50 years, one relationship at a time. Our free programs prevent homelessness, address hunger, boost high school graduation rates, and foster healthy relationships. We are the only provider in Dakota County offering safe shelter and services for victims of domestic and sexual violence. Get help or give help today. Visit 360communities.org or call 952-985-5300 and make a meaningful difference for yourself and your community. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. To my right, Brett Bueller, and of course, Johan Schroer. Joining us this evening, Lance Reister is on the camera right now. Merritt Cullen, or Cullen Merritt, I should say. I'm used to calling him on his hockey number. Merritt. Okay, it's Cullen Merritt. But he's down. He didn't even give me any popcorn. Okay. We're broadcasting the boys' game on Saturday, so I'll remember that.
Yeah.
So needless to say, we're still here tonight on a Wednesday night. It is playoff hockey. That's what it is. And yes, we will be doing the boys' hockey on Saturday, and hopefully after tonight we'll be doing the girls' hockey up in Lakeville on Saturday night, but we got to get through tonight first. I like the way they came out. 9 shots apiece. I think that we've got better quality shots. Yep. And it was a great face-off from Isla Puppy, was able to push it towards the net, got it off the pad, and then we were able to rebound that one in. And, of course, Emma Perutka with a nice rebound to put the Raiders up 1-0. That's where we stopped. But overall, I kind of like the way the Northfield Raiders came out. Compared to like the other night against Owatonna, they are sharp tonight.
Yeah, they are sharp, and I think both teams are. I don't see a ton of nerves. They just both are coming out and playing. I think sometimes when you're at a 4-5 game, the nerves are less than when you're a high seed, low seed, and you're just kind of worried about that. But they both have their legs. It's been a back-and-forth game, and very similar teams in some ways.
Well, I mean, coming up here in the second period, it's like I say, we got 9 shots apiece on each one of them. Early on, John, of course, the head coach for Farmington, they're young. They're extremely young. And, they can say what you want to say. We've got I would say we've got a mature team because we got a lot of sophomores too, but they were on that state tournament team last year too. So overall, yeah, we kind of out-mature them or, seniority-wise. And we do have some great experience. But this young team is in a division that is just ruthless.
Yeah, it's an incredible conference, the South Suburban Conference. Obviously, we got both Lakevilles, Eastview, Egan, Apple Valley. You got some really tough teams, that South Suburban Conference, and Farmington as well. Like they're below middle of the conference, and they're still an incredible team. They would be around the top of the Big Nine Conference if they were in that Big Nine Conference, but they're not. And we're gonna, if we do win tonight, we'll play Lakeville South on Saturday. So that's what hopefully we'll be looking forward to in a couple of hours. But that finishes it up. We still got 2 more periods of hockey here to play, and if you keep playing how the Raiders have started so far, you got to like your chances.
Absolutely. So again, coming up on Northfield Live tomorrow night, we've got Thursday tomorrow night is boys basketball versus Rochester Century. Saturday it is boys hockey. It's a 3 o'clock start. We'll broadcast that one live on KYMN along with Northfield Live. Hopefully, then we'll jet to Lakeville and jump into Lakeville South. We'll probably show up 5 minutes before, so I don't know who's going to. Anyone beat me there? Get some popcorn.
It's a great time of the year for high school sports, though, isn't it?
It is. It's crazy,
Yes.
right? So this is kind of nice. And of course, the boys we're talking about are vying for Big Nine.
Yep.
They're doing well. Boys basketball team surprisingly is vying for Big Nine. The girls, of course, they ended up I think third in the Big Nine, but still, nice quality season. They had a lot of good wins. They lost just 2 in the conference this year, but it's playoff time, and so it's going to make all the difference. They wanted to win the Big Nine. Okay, you didn't make it.
Whole new season.
That's probably deflating, but yeah, you got to pick yourself up for tonight's game and say, put it behind you, because if you don't, you don't have a chance to advance.
Yeah, it's a goal you have at the beginning of the year. It's not the goal. This is what they're stepping into here, and I guarantee you, Paige, it wasn't hugely disappointing to get over. We move on, and the prize is before us now. But like she said, they have 1 period out of 9 down, and they won that first one 1-0. All they're thinking about is the second period. They're getting the kids. That's it. Just period number 2. Don't even think about anything ahead of that.
Well, it's one and done. If you win and move on. If you lose, you go home. So we still got 2 periods to go here. We'll be coming back to you very, very shortly as we get the second period underway. We are broadcasting live Raider hockey right here on 95.1 The One, KYMN. We're also streaming for Farmington Tigers live and right here on NorthfieldLive.com. We'll be right back.
I'm Marty Benson, the Commercial and Ag Banking Manager at Community Resource Bank. We offer unprecedented experience with the ability to make decisions locally for your business, ag purchase, or expansion. Come talk with us. Interest rates are still low, and we can offer some fantastic products. The coffee pot is always on, or visit us at crb.bank. Community Resource Bank in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield. The doctors, Becky Johnson, John Nowak, Brian Cravey, Tyler Yonke, and Mallory Peterson would like to remind you that February is Dental Health Month. New patients in the month of February will receive a free exam and necessary x-rays. The doctors and staff at Professional Dental Group would love to see your smile. You can find us on the web at pdgdentists.com or give us a call at 507-645-5264.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student-athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
Here's an opportunity in front of the goal. The shot, and they score! And he got it! Touchdown, Geiger! How did he haul that in?
And she's going to go on the front. She scores! Kayla Puppy!
Shot for 3. That one is good. He nails another one. Moving slowly in. Tries to go to the backhand and scores! Andrew Winter on the penalty shot. Puts the Raiders up 1-0.
And we're back here at the Northfield Ice Arena. Brent Bielenberg along with Johan Sprower and Cullen Merritt on camera along with Lance Reister in the production studio. Jeff Johnson back at the radio station as we have Raider hockey here live this evening on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and NorthfieldLive.com. So we also welcome in our Farmington audience here this evening. Farmington in the gray, black, and orange will be skating from left to right. Your Raiders will be going from right to left in their white and maroon jerseys with the gold stripe as we get ready to face off here in the second period. Ayla Puppy will face off for the Raiders, and Patrick McKenna facing off for Tigers. Puck gets dumped into the Northfield zone. McCoshen will try to control it in behind her net. Puck will come clean as the Farmington tries to dump it in. There's a shot towards the net, right through the crease, all the way through it goes. So again, a slight turnover there for the Raiders in their own zone to start the second period. Farmington trying to control it, centering pass out front. Garley tries to break it up, can't. There's a shot. Garley's going to pick it off. It's 2-on-1. 2-on-1 down the right side. Garley down the right. She's looking for the pass. She's going to shoot, and she's broken up in behind the net. Tries to take it herself. Deflected up and over in behind the net. Great breakaway opportunity there. She had Perutka down the left side, but maybe a little too tight.
Yeah, it was actually a 2-on-0. Yeah, you would have liked to see us stretch that out and get a little shot off there, maybe a pass and a shot.
Still, heck of a play by the goalie Mudry there. In 2-on-0, those are not easy. So props to her. Raiders kind of control it in their defensive end.
It'll come loose as the Bolin will try to pick it up, dumps it in off the board, but Farmington will keep it in the zone for Northfield. Farmington still trying to clink it. Up into the glove it goes. That one gets deflected up and over, and into the glove it goes of Mueller as Mitchell finally gets a shot towards the goal. 9 shots apiece for both teams here as we enter into the early going here of our second period. From your Heritage Bank scoreboard, we are in favor of the Northfield Raiders, leading 1-0 as we face off in the Northfield zone just to the left of Mueller. Tries to get control of it. Raiders look like they're trying to clear it out of their own zone. Goes all the way back into the near corner. Houskins, Beham down there. All kinds of people. Mitchell's down in there digging. Hennerlich's digging for it. Somebody's trying to figure it out. Miller's trying to clear it. Can't do it. Putting on a lot of pressure. Farmington really putting on some pressure in the Northfield zone here to start the second period. Puck will come clean right out in front of the crease, and that one's broken up, and it's getting pushed right back into Mueller's glove as we'll have a break in the action.
Yeah, they got a nice heavy forecheck on. They like to press our D, and our D tend to be like Miller and McCoshen. They're so good with the puck, they might hold on a little bit more, and then they're just getting more pressure, and sometimes they'll have 2 on them. So
McKenna Kadrick on the face-off with Puppy. Puppy will come clean and away with it. Puck goes all the way to the far side. Garley tries to push it up through the neutral zone. That gets knocked right back in. That'll be offsides as she carries it right back across the blue line. So we'll face off here in neutral ice. Seems a little different. The first period, it didn't seem like Farmington was doing that much pressure.
Yeah, they're trying to create pressure, so you see them getting down there, and they probably told them, we get on their D, make it difficult. And you see right here, they're just right on our D, and so I'm sure they're going with a too hard forecheck.
Raiders try to clear it out in through neutral zone. It goes. It's going to get sent all the way across as Kadrick McKenna forces it over. Now we get picked up by McCoshen as Ketterlick will try to chase her around the corner. Little stick poke right there as Farmington breaks it up. They'll go no offsides there. Shot towards the goal. That one's stick saved to the right. Pushed all the way to the far boards. Farmington with the control from the top. Boom, into the glove it goes. Right out in front of the net was Gerke waiting for the rebound, but it's a glove save by Mueller. And we'll face off again to the right of Mueller with 14:24 to go here, second period.
Yeah, Farmington certainly having that intensity that they might not have had in that first period. Getting a lot of shots on Mueller. Mueller's been busy, so we'll try it again. Steffes and Katterlich now.
Face-off comes to the top of the point. That one's going to get dumped all the way into the boards. Miller tries to clear it. It's going to get picked up there by Steffes. Steffes is going to try to skate it through. They're going to push it all the way through, 2-on-4. Into the Farmington zone they go, dumping it right across the middle. She'll kick it all the way across to the far boards. Farmington will clear it through neutral ice. Got breaking down the right side, but Miller will try to pick it back up, and she'll hit the brakes and turn the other direction.
13:52 to go. Second period. That one goes blowing right past a break and debuse. And that one's going to be an icing opportunity for a breakout there.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, looking at that last game against Owatonna, we're like, man, why it's not working to skate through the neutral zone. And all of a sudden tonight you see we can skate through the neutral zone. It's a different thing that they're doing. Owatonna was playing more passive and trying to clutter up the neutral zone. These guys are putting pressure, so once they get past that pressure, you're seeing us being able to skate it through the neutral zone and get some speed. So hopefully we can create some uneven rushes like this.
Northfield wins the draw. Now it's through the neutral zone. Puppy down the right side. There's a pass across the middle to Perutka, but that one's broken up by the defense. Puppy will pick it back up. She'll fire it all the way to the far boards. Farmington will pick it up as the pass is not controlled through neutral zone. 1-on-2. Shot towards the goal. Stick save there. Kennerlich centering pass all the way up and through the neutral ice. And they will push for it down to the backside as it looks like Empey. Josie Empey will try to get the puck over there as they try it in the neutral zone. Tries to push it forward. Finally gets deflected to the near boards all the way to the near side here before it gets picked up there by Rasmussen. So she is now in the contest. She turns it over in the Northfield zone. Centering pass out front, off the pad, rebound out front. That was broken up. Mueller with a nice pad save there off the top of the pipe. An opportunity for Farmington. Farmington screaming for a penalty. Nothing's coming right now. I don't see a penalty on the play just yet. A whistle stoppage.
Yep.
With 12:43 to go, and it looks like we're going to have somebody heading to the box. It's Miller.
Man, what a chance for Farmington, and what an even better play by Mueller.
Yes, it was.
Sprawling pad save. And I don't know how Farmington didn't score after that save on the rebound either. But they'll have another chance now. Miller in the box.
Yeah, that was a huge save. I mean, we called the frog. She spread out and controlled all the lower area there.
Another stoppage in play here. We'll face off to the right again. Miller will go to the box for 2 minutes. At that 4:17 mark. Looks like she'll do 2 minutes. Got a little aggressive out in front of the net as the Farmington Tigers trying to capitalize on an opportunity out there. But again, Mueller able to stop that one. Here's a shot. That one's deflected up and over the top. That was off the, I don't know if that went off the helmet, bowling there or not, but that one ricocheted quick up into the net.
Yeah, it did go off ahead. So I think I said this last game too. Little things add up, and like that little turnover in our zone trying to beat one person leads to a penalty, leads to a power play. Now we got to kill that off. We want to shore up those little things.
Puck goes all the way down to the circle. Kennerlich out in the front from the top left. She'll take a shot towards the goal. That's going to get broken up by, looks like Steffes as it comes to the near boards. Now they'll try to clear it in through neutral ice as Farmington tries to dump it right back in and does so. In hot pursuit, Gerke down in the corner. Broken up. McCossin grabs that puck. She'll hit the brakes. Turn around. Boom. Gerke comes after her. She'll steal the puck back. Pass to the top. Kennerlich shot. Deflected up and over and into the net. So a nice stick save again by Mueller to keep him out of the net.
Mueller staying very busy. We're still very early into this power play here. And Farmington keeping that barrage onto Mueller. But she's staying strong like a brick wall. As well as that defense, so we'll see how they continue to play this as Farmington is going to continue to attack.
Yeah, she's really been the difference this period. It easily could be a 2-to-1 period here, and she's been standing strong.
The power play clock, I think, was off, so they're letting that count down. That's the stoppage here.
Oh yeah.
It did seem a little early, so they'll let that count down. I'm not sure how much, but 125.
Yeah, it was at 144. That seemed a lot of ice time for 16 seconds went by there.
Especially when you're at the home ice here.
Right.
Exactly.
Farmington student section trying to get the wave going down here.
Yeah, it's tough to do when it's just one side.
Right.
Face off in the Northfield zone. Deep in the zone. Nice pushback by Puppe as she dump passes it between her legs. But Raiders cannot come out with it. Into the near boards it comes. Farmington trying to keep it in. Picked up by Garley. Forwarding pass to Puppe, who she tried to hold herself back a little on the blue line to keep from going off sides. And Garley led her just a little bit too far as Farmington will turn back around through neutral zone and skate it all the way into the Northfield end of the ice. Puck goes in behind the net. Picked up by Farmington. There's four Farmington people down there as they come clean with it. With 47 seconds to go as that puck gets deflected up and out And we'll have another stoppage of play here with just 46 seconds in the power play, 11:29 remaining here, second period, as the Raiders lead this one 1-0. They're getting outshot here in the second period.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I think the coaches are talking right now. You can see to Garley there. They want her to get her head up a little bit quicker. She's holding on that puck on that 2-0, and in that last one right there, she gets her head up, and Ale is alone for a breakaway. So you can see what the coaches are talking to her right now about.
Kennelich shot deflected in behind the boards. It goes now in the far corner. Picked up again by Farmington. Still in the power play. Kennelich dumps it down the circle. There's a shot. Misses wide to the right. That one comes all the way to the top. Kennelich will try to keep it in to the near circle. All the way across to that far side. And it shoots. And it's off the side of the net. Looked like it almost went through. There's another shot. That one's deflected up and out and on top of the boards. Two quick wristers there from that right circle. Here's another one. There's another shot. That one's broken up and deflected. Kicked out all the way to the right. So Farmington really getting some quality shots. There's another shot. That one says enough. Mueller puts it in her glove, snaps it up, holds it up. 2 seconds to go in the power play, and we'll have a face-off. What a great barrage. Yeah, I got to give Goblerish. Yeah. Goblerish from that right side circle. I mean, she just kept hammering away.
Mueller, she is solid right now. You can see the confidence. She made a hard save look really easy just by positioning there, and then just made a blocker save. She's playing very well right now.
Raiders will be at full strength again. 5-on-5, 10:41 to go. Second period. So, second penalty kill for the Raiders. And Farmington comes up short on the power play. That puck's going to go all the way down into the corner. Raiders will try to push it up and out. Puppe will try to gain possession of it, but it's 2-on-1 there. Garley will dump it right back into the corner, and it's going to be Houskins try to clear it. But the Farmington Tigers try to push it to the top of the blue line, but that scoots all the way through back into neutral ice, and they have to reset and come all the way back in. Puppe will take possession of the puck, hits the brakes, tries to go. They got 3 people down there trying to defend her now. Now they're going to give her a little bit of room down that far side. She's going to skate all the way through. She'll try to skate in between the two with the backhand. Bolin skates right past it, and now that puck will go back all the way back into the corner. From that right circle, shot, deflected, broken up to the far boards. Again, Raiders will try to pick it up. Garley will pick it up. She'll try to dump it down into the corner. Nobody for the Raiders down there. Perutka skates into place and tries to take possession of the puck. Puck will be at the top of the circle, on top of the blue line there, as the Raiders will finally take away possession. There's a shot. That was deflected off the stick, and in it goes. That puck was off the goalie's stick, and in it goes. So at the at the 7:33 mark, Raiders take a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you look, go ahead.
I believe that was Mia Miller on the deflection there. Yeah, as you said, right off the goalie sticks. A bit of an unfortunate bounce there for the Tigers. And they've got a deficit to climb out of here. 2-0. 9:27 left to go in the second period.
We'll face off again from center ice. Let's take a listen. Nope, no listening going on. I thought we were going to listen to the PA announcer, but we will face off again in neutral ice, and the Raiders will try to take possession of it in their own zone. And that puck will come all the way into the neutral zone, continues in the neutral zone. And the puck will go all the way back in behind. So it is Miller on the goal to score to put the Raiders up 2-0.
Perutka with her second point of the night. As she got the assist there on the Miller goal, as we have somebody getting taken down here. Another shot deflected.
Puck goes all the way in behind. Before Farmington will pick it up, they'll skate it through neutral ice as we got a whole bunch of line changes going on. Miller will catch that one from the left circle, and we'll have another stoppage of play and a face-off to the right. So Miller does get the shot from the top of the key, and they gave Perutka the goal.
She got the assist. You saw after that goal, Coach Haley was going crazy on the boards. Mia just made a great move coming off the boards, walked to the middle, beat one person, and Paige just instantly just started celebrating, because that's what you teach the D so much, like coming off of that board to be able to pull it to the middle of the ice. She had to drag it, get past one more, and then just a shot on net. And that was textbook what you want those D to do.
2-0 in favor of the Raiders from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Face-off controlled by Farmington in the Northfield zone. Backhand towards the net, broken up by the Raiders. That one's going to get picked up, and down the left side goes Garley as she skates through 1-on-3. Puck goes all the way in the corner. She come away with it somehow, comes in behind Perutko, tries to push it back to the far side of the net. Raiders out in front. There's a shot in behind, tries to ricochet it off the back pad of the goalie, but she's able to cover it up with 8:03 to go here. 2-0 in favor of your Raiders from the Northfield Ice Arena. You're listening to Raider Hockey right here on 95.1 to 1 KYMN, and we're streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com as we have a full line change here. Everybody's switching out, taking a break now here with just 8:02 to go. Face off in Farmington zone. Puck comes all the way up to the top. Rasmussen tries to dump it in to the zone. Sorensen will pick it up. She'll take it. She'll fire it. That one's going to get broken up by Kennerlich. Into the back behind the net it goes. In the Farmington zone, in behind the goalie. Sorensen trying to keep it in, loses her stick. That puck comes right out in front, and that one's broken up and deflected into the near boards. Fighting for it is Farmington and Northfield in the near boards. Somebody's got to come loose with it. Finally, the Raiders get loose with the Stephs all the way to the far side. There's a shot towards the goal. That one not very much on it, and now we're going to have a stoppage of play here, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty.
No, just a high stick. Sorensen played it with a high stick, so it's going all the way down.
So she played. They're not going to call her for high stick.
No, she played it higher than she should to drop it down to herself. If the other team would have touched it, then they would have waved that off. But when we touch it, they call it, and then it goes all the way down.
So that puck will go to the far right of Mueller. That one comes loose right out in front of the slot there, but it's broken up finally by the Raiders. They tried to clear it, but Kennerlich fires again right in the glove of Mueller, and will face off again with 7:15 to go to the right of the net of Mueller.
Something important to look at is that Farmington has outshot us by 5, but we're still up 2-0 because we're getting those quality shots in. Farmington's had 2 power plays where they've gotten a barrage of shots from very close to Mueller, but Mueller has followed those all up. Now we'll have another full line change. But Raiders taking advantage of what they can do, and they've certainly done that so far. 2-0 Raiders on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 7:15 left to go in the second period.
Raiders with a draw off the backboard, tries to send it all the way through in the neutral ice, and they do. Kennerlich will try to dump it right back in for Farmington. Now there's a breakthrough there. That could be a penalty there as Miller again. Miller just coming out of the situation there. Now she'll head back in. It looks like they're going to probably get her for, I don't know if they're going to call it for tripping or roughing or what they're going to do there, because she kind of pushed her right down to the ground. Yep.
Yeah, a little hook on there. She didn't debate it. She went straight to the box. She knew she did that, but I didn't see that play. But it's again, I think there was just a little turnover at the blue line, and Farmington's playing with a lot of speed, so they counter right back, and we kind of had to take a penalty there or give a clean shot.
Yeah, that puck off the faceoff kind of went into the zone, and we kind of lost control of it just enough for her to get a shot on it and drag her down to the ice. So we got 2 minutes. That's a second penalty on Miller here in the second period. I don't know if she's going for the most penalties in one period or not, but boy, that's a lot. Puck comes out to the top and shot towards the goal. That's going to get deflected out in front, sitting right out in front again. Puppy tries to come clean with it. She's getting taken off the puck. Farmington will control it. It's Gerke with the puck still in the corner. That one's going to come all the way to the top. And here, Kennerlich shot towards the goal. That one's broken up a little bit. Garley able to get in front of her and push it just to the left of the net. She'll take another crack at it. Now this one's because of the right circle. Shot deflected by Garley towards the net, and it will come all the way to the top of the key here as it comes to the near boards. Farmington still trying to keep it in. Shot across the middle, off the pipe from the right-hand side. Tries to clear it, can't. Raiders finally get a break there as Kennerlich couldn't control the puck coming out of the zone, and she'll try to dump it right back in for the Raiders. Skating down the right-hand side is the other Kennerlich, McKenna, out in front. There's a pass towards the near circle, but that one's going to come loose to the top. They'll keep it in as Farmington pushes it right back in. We've got 50 seconds to go in the power play. Another save out in front of the net there by Mueller as this puck will finally come clean, and they'll clear it all the way down into Farmington zone. Raiders, full line change. Farmington will try to change out a couple, and they'll try to have a break across the middle. They had an opportunity there, but that one is broken up and sends all the way back in behind the net. But Farmington's going to beat the Raiders down there. Finally picked up by the Raiders in the far corner. Farmington fights it off and brings it back to the top. Kennelich shot, deflected out in front. Down into the far corner it goes. Back to the right of the goalie, and Mueller will catch that one. And she'll have another stoppage to play with 5:12 to go. We still got 12 seconds on this power play, facing off just to the right of the Northfield goal.
Yeah, Mueller's just handling her rebounds so well. We haven't seen many, and that's a sign a goalie has confidence, and she's seeing the puck well, and she's controlling almost every rebound.
Stephs will face off here against Catterick. That one will come loose. The draw will come to the Northfield Raiders. This puck will go down into the corner. Farmington will take control. And we're down to the last second. There's a shot towards the goal. Miller will catch that one again. We'll have a stoppage of play. And we got 1 second remaining here on the power play. I thought they were going to get through it, but we got one more face-off here. Short-handed for the Raiders.
And this is always a dangerous play as an opposing team, because if we win that, we're going to fire it out, try to catch Mia coming out of the box there.
So 1 second left. We'll see if the Raiders can win this one.
Comes loose, stuffs with it, skates in behind the net. Raiders fire it off the glass, try to send it through neutral ice. Here comes Miller out of the box, and she'll try to pick it up in the zone. She'll try to fire it all the way across and in the neutral zone. Now all the way back to the near boards. Miller fires it in, and Raiders will continue with everybody on the ice. Farmington will not do a line change. 4:39 to go here, second period. Raiders on top 2-0. Puck's going to get broken up there quickly by Miller. Miller dumps it right back in as Farmington tries to clear it. Off the boards, in the neutral ice. That one gets poke checked off by McCoshen. Back in the neutral ice, all the way in behind the net it goes. And I do believe they're going to call quick icing on that one, as both teams now will switch out again on line change. 4:21 remaining here. Second period, Raiders on top. 2-0.
Tigers continuing to outshoot the Raiders 24-14. So big deficit there, but they can't get any of those in the goal, as Mueller has been a brick wall so far.
Face off in the deep end for Farmington. Farmington tries to come loose with it. They'll try to clear it up through neutral ice. That one's going to blow right past Gerke. Picked up by Bolin in neutral ice. She'll skate it down the left side. Looking for something across the middle. Centering pass out in front. Nobody there. Another shot. Fire across the middle. Broken up by Modry. She'll kick it off to the left. Farmington will take the puck in behind their net. Tries to forward it through. Bolin tries to break it up. Gerke trying to dig for it down in the corner. Raiders come away with it. Tries to get a centering pass out there as Garley tries to find Perutka out front, but nothing going. Puck goes all the way into the far boards. Rasmussen with it back over in the corner. Now they'll bring it up to the top. That's going to come. Almost comes out of the zone, but they keep it in. No call for offsides. Farmington will try to clear it as they skate all the way through. Kettlich down that left side. She is trying to put a little pressure on there, but that's broken up by Bolin. Now from that point, boom! Shot deflected. Perutka out front. That one's going to get picked up as they try to skate it down into the corner. 3:22 to go. Here's second period. Right out in front. Puppy, of course, grabs it right out of the crease. This could be a problem. She's down the right side. She's got some speed through neutral. She's going to skate to the left. That one's going to get broken up by the Tigers, and into the near corner it comes. Puppy tries to come away with her. Rasmussen tries to get it from the right side. She's got that right circle. She's got a shot. That one's just broken up and deflected just far to the left of the net. Raiders trying to keep it back in. Farmington trying to clear. In behind the net it comes. Farmington with the puck in behind their net. They'll center to the near. In through neutral ice. Raiders will pick that one up. McCoshen will now pick it up. She falls down in the zone. Picked up by the Raiders. Pushed forward. Hoskins can't get control of that one. That one's going to come in to the near neutral ice, and we've got another whistle stoppage on the play.
Great job by the Raiders continuing that attack. Full line change here.
Yeah, a little offsides here.
Okay, yeah.
2:36 to go here, second period. Raiders on top 2-0, and we will face off in the neutral ice in the near circle. Picked up by the Raiders, controlled by the Raiders. Down the left side they go. DeBuse will chase after it. Sorensen will try to keep it in at the top, but that one's going to get broken up, and then to neutral ice they go. Farmington's going to come away with it. It's going to be Meyer down the left-hand side before it gets picked up by Miller. Miller get taken down to the ice and behind the net. She gets back up, tries to clear it out again. Pass, nice pass, push forward, but it's just right off of DeBuse's stick, and that one's going to get pushed all the way through, but Tova Sorensen tries to dump it in and keep it in the Farmington zone with just 2 minutes to go. Here's second period. Puck comes all the way into the near circle. Now back to the top. Dump it all the way behind. Stephs will push it all the way back into the far corner. Come loose to the top. Both teams fighting for possession as they continue to dig against the board. Finally, Farmington coming away with it. Meyer looking for a lane, something to clear it out. She'll push it forward. Now into neutral ice as they clear it into the zone. Goes all the way into the Northfield zone, and then it's deflected and broken up and pushed back through. Farmington tries to dump it back in, but it's now picked up by DeBuse. Down that right side she goes. She's got an opportunity, and down she falls. She had a break towards the goal. She had the angle on the defenseman and just couldn't handle it and cut that corner a little too tight. Down she goes, and they will clear it all the way again into the Northfield zone with a 1:11 to go here in the second period. So another opportunity kind of missed there by the Raiders. Puck will come right out in front. That one lays right out in front as the Raiders almost give up another turnover. Puppe on the break, 1-on-2. Shot, centering pass across the middle. Broken up, couldn't get her stick on it. And that one gets broken up, it's pushed in behind the net. So another scoring opportunity on the breakaway there. Just couldn't control the pass there. And the puck will come clear all the way down in the Northfield zone, and they'll call an icing pass call, and they'll bring it all the way back down. So again, a couple of great opportunities.
That was a great drive by Ayla. It was the right play. She drew the goalie to her. You know, we want to see her shoot, but she made the right hockey play, and it just got to the backhand of M there, and M couldn't rally it in. But that was the right hockey play in that situation.
Face out just to the left of Modry. Modry, the puck will come cleared. Raiders try to control the draw. Puck goes in behind the net. 36 seconds to go, second period. Raiders on top, 2-zip. Miller, Megan Schneider, I should say, from the top. Tries to push it up to the top. Miller tries to keep it in. Comes into the neutral zone. Now it's in hot pursuit, and away they go. Tries to break it up in the Northfield zone. Pushed into the neutral zone for the Raiders. That one is dumped all the way in. 18 seconds to go, second period. Raiders skating hard into that corner. 1-on-3 down there in the corner as they continue to dig and fight. Puck will come loose. Centering pass out to nobody as that puck will come all the way back into the Northfield zone with 2 seconds to go. There will be no icing penalty considering the fact that there was Northfield that kicked that puck all the way back through into their own zone. That's the end of the second period, boys and girls. We got one more to go. Raiders on top from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders 2, Farmington nothing. You're listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN 95.1 to 1. And we are streaming both for Farmington Live and NorthfieldLive.com. We'll be right back.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage. It's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield. The doctors, Becky Johnson, John Nowak, Brian Cravey, Tyler Yonke, and Mallory Peterson would like to remind you that February is Dental Health Month. New patients in the month of February will receive a free exam and necessary x-rays. The doctors and staff at Professional Dental Group would love to see your smile. You can find us on the web at pdgdentists.com or give us a call at 507-645-5264.
Are you in the market for a new home or considering remodeling your current home? Schmidt Homes and Schmidt Homes Remodeling should be your first and last call. Schmidt Homes, known for their innovative designs, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship, superior service, while maintaining their reputation of fairness, honesty, and integrity for over 30 years. They're the only builder in the area to offer an in-house designer and a showroom to make your selections. They have over 30 new building lots available in Northfield. Check out their website at schmidthomes.com for more information.
Don't wait for the next snowstorm. Get your vehicle ready for winter now. Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and AAA towing facility. We service all makes and models, from full-size diesel trucks to passenger cars. Serving the people of Northfield is our number one goal. We do that by offering quick repairs, fair prices, and efficient communication from the time you walk in the door to when we hand you back your keys. Go Raiders from all of us at Valley Auto House, located on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and find us at valleyautohouse.net.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. It's time to get outdoors. Ice fishing, skiing, snowmobiling, but this year, end the foggy glasses and dried out contacts. Give yourself the gift of LASIK. At Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, all laser, all wavefront LASIK, all the time.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Hey, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Owen Barrett on camera for us, Lance Reister, Brent Beal, and Johan Thrower here this evening from the Northfield Ice Arena. We got a full house here, not only broadcasting, but we got a full house here in the attendance as well. So a really great crowd by Farmington that made the trip down tonight. So thank you for that, so much for that. We did talk about it. It's like, where's that high school marching band at? We need the band in here tonight.
Yeah.
But needless to say, hopefully we'll get that going here as this is the first opening of sections, the first play. Of course, the Raiders, of course, the other night losing to Owatonna for the Big 9, but that was then. This is now. And right now, I like what the Raiders are doing, but they got outshot 15-6 in that second period, and luckily enough, we're still ahead 2-0.
Yeah. No, it has a couple penalties, and sometimes it's not that you take a penalty, but who takes a penalty. And losing Mia Miller from that top power penalty kill unit really hinders it. But yeah, until we scored that second goal, Farmington was in total control. So that was a really big turnaround for us to get one and get a 2-goal lead.
Well, and it did come again at the 7:13 mark. It was Mia Miller from the point. And again, we talked about how she kind of worked her way through that. The puck kind of came out and then away from the board, and she brought it to the center and then was able to uncork one. So you say you draw it up like that.
Yeah, that's what you teach, especially young defensemen that are skating like she can, is you just want to draw that off the boards, get to the middle of the ice to get a shot. Like I said, that's why the coaching staff was going crazy, because I know they work on that every day. They're working with these kids on that, and to see it happen in a game, it's just so exciting.
I mean, it was a good shot. It was a good snap release on that, and I want to say it caught the stick of the goalie and then and ricocheted up. But either way, I mean, I don't know if she was going for the stick save or it was just one of those deals where maybe she didn't see it exactly. But still, from that point, it was a nice wrister, nice snapshot that got past the goalie, and that's what counts.
Yep.
So it's 2-0 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. They're getting outshot here, like I said. They got outshot 15-6. It was 9 apiece in the first period, which was even 15-6 here second period. If Mueller keeps playing, you could throw 40 shots at her.
Yeah, I mean, she's playing incredible. I mean, this, kind of shadows of Maggie Malika from last year when she had to face 62 shots in the first round of the state tournament against Edina last year. But yeah, Mueller's doing a great job tonight. Obviously, we're getting outshot a ton, but she's doing a great job in those rebounds too. She's adjusting wherever the puck may go. So she can keep that up in the third period. We got certainly a good chance to go play Lakeville South on Saturday night.
Well, again, we want to remind everyone that we not only are we broadcasting live this evening on NorthfieldLive.com, but we're also streaming live on Farmington Tigers Live. So, hey, welcome, Farmington fans. Just a quick reminder that tomorrow night, Thursday, we're going to have boys basketball right here versus Rochester Century. And then again, Saturday, boys hockey, 3 o'clock as they take on Mankato East in a Big 9 showdown. Then hopefully, second round of girls hockey section versus Lakeville South up in Lakeville. That's a 7 o'clock puck drop as well. So we'll be wrapping things up here hopefully around 5:30 or so, and then high hauling it, maybe breaking a few speed limits on the way to Lakeville. Shh, where's the police officer? Okay,
we'll get an escort for you.
Yeah, we'll get, exactly. So we got a few minutes here to go in between of periods 2 and 3. Third period's on its way. Stick around, people. It's 2-0 in favor of Northfield. But it ain't over till it's over. We've got 17 minutes of hockey left. Stick around. You're listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 to 1 KYM and Farmington Live and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The days are getting cooler, and it means it's time to take a trip to Witt Brothers for your winter checkup. Let's face it, no one wants to get caught in the cold with a dead battery. Make sure your vehicle is in peak condition for the winter season. The checkup includes an oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, battery tests, and they'll even winterize your vehicle. Stop by Witt Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield, for all your automotive maintenance and repair needs.
The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall. With all of your mailing and printing needs, we can pack it up, ship it out, and get it down the road. Fabricate a sign or a banner. We work hard to know our products. We can find what works for you and set you up with everything you need. The graphic mailbox in the River Park Mall, offering solutions for you.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Hyatt. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Real estate can be difficult to navigate. Thankfully, Professional Pride Realty's website is packed with information to make buying or selling a home in the Northfield area as simple as possible. ProfessionalPrideRealty.com has the most current listing information, including price reductions and real-time market statistics. Customize the map-based search to streamline your desired location. You can even save your searches in specific homes for later viewing. Home sellers can learn about their property's value before putting their houses on the market. When you're ready to start your home buying or selling journey, Professional Pride Realty would be happy to assist you.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield. The doctors, Becky Johnson, John Nowak, Brian Cravey, Tyler Yonke, and Mallory Peterson would like to remind you that February is Dental Health Month. New patients in the month of February will receive a free exam and necessary x-rays. The doctors and staff at Professional Dental Group would love to see your smile. You can find us on the web at pdgdentists.com or give us a call at 507-645-5264.
Of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines have many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular sized school buses, and motor coaches. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines offer on-site training and testing along with wages up to $21 an hour. No experience necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Real estate can be difficult to navigate. Thankfully, Professional Pride Realty's website is packed with information to make buying or selling a home in the Northfield area as simple as possible. ProfessionalPrideRealty.com has the most current listing information, including price reductions and real-time market statistics. Customize the map-based search to streamline your desired location. You can even save your searches in specific homes for later viewing. Home sellers can learn about their property's value before putting their houses on the market. When you're ready to start your home buying or selling journey, Professional Pride Realty would be happy to assist you.
Welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Jimmy Rue with you, along with Brent Bielenberg, Johan Schroer, Lance Reister, Colin Merritt. Boy, we got a crew here. Jeff Johnson back at the studio. We're just about ready to get going on the third period here. And like I said, outshot 24-15 overall in the evening, but they have a 2-0 lead in favor of the Northfield Raiders here from the Pepsi Center. It's imperative that they come out, stay physical, and stay involved in this third period. Take command, take control. Mueller is just tearing it up in the net here tonight. Macy Mueller is just ripping it. So she's got 24 saves already on the night. Let's see if she can stay hot going here in the third period. As for Farmington, obviously, they kind of commanded that second period there and took full control of it. Now it's just a matter of can they find a hole in Mueller's glove or their stick. They'll go down the right side into the Northfield zone as Northfield going from left to right here in the third period. Miller clearing the puck all the way off the glass for the Raiders, held in by Farmington. Farmington with a shot from the point. She trips and falls. Out in front it comes before it is kicked off to the far left. That one's out in front of the board. Tries to find something out in front. Now back into the near circle it comes. Farmington trying to control it. In behind the net it goes. It's Gerke. She'll try to push it over here to the near boards. And I think it's Katerlik that has it in the corner here. And she'll try to push it up. Raiders trying to clear it. Cannot as they keep it in. There's a shot towards the goal as the other Katerlik puts one on net, but that's easily deflected by Mueller. That one will come again back to the top, and now they'll dump it all the way back in. Gerke down there being covered by Miller. Puck finally comes loose off the glass. Finally banks one loose, but that's going to be an icing, and we're going to bring it right back into the other zone. So 15:44, we're just underway. Third period, Raiders on top, 2-0 as they take on Farmington here in the opening session of the section tournament from the Northfield Ice Arena. Face off to the left of Mueller in the Northfield zone. That puck is going to get cleared into the near boards. Katerlik at the top of the point. Comes up to the top. She pushes it down. That one's going to get broken up there by Snyder. All the way down in behind the boards it goes again as Farmington tries to control it, looking for something. They got two people down underneath. Puck will come up to the top of the left circle. She'll try to dump it back. Skates through the middle, broken up by the Raiders. Now all the way to the far boards it goes. All the way back in and around, it comes into the near side. Raiders try to get control of it in their own zone, down in the corner. Sorensen down there fighting for it and digging for it, but Farmington comes away with it. There's a shot. Kettler shot from the top. Rebound out in front, right out in front of the crease. Broken up finally by the Raiders as they kick it into the near boards. Nice save there by Sorensen as she scoots it out to the near boards. Now the puck will get whipped all the way around the other side, and then they'll make a break for it, and they're going to turn right back around, waving off the icing. So the Raiders are going to get into a full line change as Farmington with an opportunity to break, but they cannot control the pass and the breakaway as the Raiders will try to fight for it in their own zone. Dumped in by Farmington. Right out in front it goes. Off the glass it comes. That one gets scooted through into the neutral zone as the Tigers will try to regroup and pushes it right back in. Kennerlich, I swear to God, she's on the ice all the time. I never see her take a break. I know she does, but every time you turn around, there she is in the...
Yeah, a little bit of double shifting right now for the Farmington Tigers because they got to catch up here.
So that puck will come close into the neutral zone as the Raiders will try to dump it through. That one's intercepted, and that one's going to get broken up. And going back the other direction, we'll have a stoppage of play there as that one goes out of play, and we'll have a face-off just to the left of Mueller with 13:57 to go here. Third period, section playoff hockey right here from the Northfield Ice Arena. Raiders on top, 2-0 as they'll face off in their own zone, deep in their own zone. And Garley will face off there against Kadrick. That one will come to the top of the circle. They'll call a whistle, and they'll probably regroup and start all over again as somebody jumped in front.
We've got a scoreboard update down at Owatonna. They are up 5-2 against Rochester Century, so they will likely move on to play at Lakeville North on Saturday.
Puck comes clear into the neutral zone. It gets dumped all the way back in before Parutka is able to pick it up, but pick it up on her own stick. Now we get another stoppage of play here with 13:45 to go here, third period.
Yeah, delayed offsides. You hear it a lot of times, like a 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey, and the reasoning behind that is you get lulled into playing a defensive style game, which isn't the Raiders, but so you want to see us keep going offensively, and you'll see them chipping it off the glass a lot from our defensive zone.
Garley, shot on goal. Modry dumps the puck in behind the net. It goes. Picked up by the Raiders. They dump it right back in. Farmington trying to control it out of their zone into neutral ice. McCaution will intercept at the red line. Tripped up, down to the ice she goes. She pops right back up. Puck will come all the way back into the neutral zone into Garley. Garley tries to push it forward. Puppe finally sends it all the way back down to the red line, and that will come back for an icing call as the Raiders will now face off in their own zone again with 13:17 to go here. Third period.
Yeah, certainly. You're certainly right. They're certainly playing a more defensive mode of hockey. Not seeing too much firepower so far. We'll see if that'll change now. Face off to the right of Mueller.
Raiders control the draw in their own zone. Gets dumped right back in the corner. Now skating in behind the net is Meyer. As Meyer tries to push it through, and the Raiders not able to clear their zone. Puck will come clean all the way to the left-hand side as Snyder tries to push it out. Now it's back in behind the net again. Raiders trying to push it out. Finally into the neutral zone. Farmington trying to dump it right back in. Forechecked off the puck right there out in front. So nothing going as far as in the neutral zone. Both teams trying to clear it out of the neutral zone. And that's going to be Sorensen. She's going to fire it. They're going to wave the icing on that one with 12:35 to go. Farmington will try to regroup. Rasmussen will get it in their own zone, but that one's intercepted by Farmington as they skate it back in. Farmington with a line change. Steffs with the puck in her own zone. Tries to skate it through as Miller, but she loses control in the neutral ice, and it's recovered again in her own zone. Pass up through the middle. Snyder pushes it into Farmington zone in behind. Comes into the near corner. Fighting for it, two Raiders as they fire it all the way to the far boards now. It's going to be Gobler, so she tries to clear it, but she can't get it out of there. Puck will now come in behind the Farmington net as they try to send it around the corner and just try to clear it before it comes right out in front, and down the left side they go. There she is again, Kennerlich with the puck, and she'll skate it all with a centering pass out front. Mueller with the puck right in front of her pad, and she will cover it up. And she will have a save there. Another save right out in front of the net.
That was a very high-level save right there. That was a quick shot by Farmington from behind the net to the front. Very good save. Very good job covering that rebound.
Mueller looking for her 10th shutout of this season. She's got 11:37 left to go in this one to pick that one up.
Draw comes off for Farmington. They get a shot from that left slot out in front. Pape's going to pick it up.
Numbers.
3-on-2 down the left side. Pape will skate all the way down to the corner. Hits the brakes, come back to the top of the circle. Skates all the way back around, loses control of the puck into the neutral zone. That one's going to get broken up and sends it all the way back in to behind the net for Northfield. Well, we were on the other end just a couple seconds ago, and somehow we ended up back on our end. And now Farmington will continue to try to fight to keep that in. They are really getting aggressive there as Brickell tries to keep it going. Finally, Puppy comes loose with it again. She'll skate through, forwarding past Perutka. Can't get a stick on it. That one goes all the way down into the corner, pushes it all the way back around. Garley will try to pick it up. She'll try to send it all the way to the near boards. 10:47 to go. Third period. Raiders on top, 2-zip. Getting outshot 27-16 overall in the contest. Puck goes in behind the net. Picked up by the Raiders. Nope, intercepted. Farmington with the puck. They'll come out with it all the way to the top of the circle. From that circle, there's a shot up in the air, up and over, and in the glove of Mueller, and we have a stoppage of play with 10:26 to go here, third period.
Yeah, it's just a basic play there. When Ayla got that puck up, we had a 3-on-2. What you want to see there, I think Emma was the middle person. You want her driving the net, and then Garley come up as a trailer to utilize that 3-on-2. We ended up just going right into it, and then it was a quick counter.
On the draw, puck comes loose all the way in through neutral zone. Now it's dumped right back in. Farmington with the puck out in front. There's a backhand across the middle, broken up by Sorensen. That one is going to come out again for the Raiders. They'll skate it back through the middle. Steph's all the way through. Tova Sorensen with a trail with an opportunity on a rebound there. That one's broken up as it goes all the way to the far boards. Referee's getting in the way. He's getting out of the way. He's going to get some shin splints there if he doesn't get out of there fast. 9:46 to go, third period. Sorensen tries to control the puck up front. That one's broken up. Steffs tries to dump it in. Farmington tries to clear. They've got a breakaway down the right-hand side. She's 1-on-2, and that one's broken up by McCoshen as the Raiders will turn right back around and bring it back the other direction. Miller, 1-on-3, 1-on-5, looking for some help somewhere, and that puck will come to the top. Puppe, nope, I thought she was going to uncork one there, but she'll take it in behind the net as that one popped and breaks loose for Farmington as Farmington now tries to clear it for Meyer. That one gets broken up. Miller dumps it right back in. Garley dumps it in behind the net. Perutka will chase after it. Can't get there in time as Farmington will try to clear it up through the neutral ice. So the time just keeps ticking as both teams back and forth through the neutral zone. They go. Puppe now with an opportunity out in front. She'll retrieve it. Pull all the way back to the top. Dumps it all the way back in. Garley with an opportunity. 1-on-4 there. Nowhere to go. Puck goes all the way down in the corner. Puppe will try to hold it in at the point, and then she'll pull it out. So now all the Raiders will have to scoot back in so they can regroup here. And they turn around. Garley. That one tries to get a nice little stick move right there, but that one's broken up by the defense there as the Farmington Tigers will try to clear it through their zone, forwarding up to Kadrick. Kadrick down the left side, number 18 Kadrick, that is. Puck will come to the circle, now in behind the net, looking for somebody, pass to the top. Rister across the middle, broken up there by the Raiders as they try to send it up to the neutral ice, but it's Kennerlich again with a shot into Mueller's chest pads, and she'll cover it up, but we'll have the stoppage of play with 7:56 to go in the third period. 2-0 in favor of the Raiders.
Time ticking down here in this one, under 8 minutes. Farmington needs to get something going here, and they've gotten a little bit, but just nothing too overpowering that they need to see to get those two goals back.
So not a lot of shots on goal by Farmington here in the third, unlike that second period where they really got some good shots on goal. But this one is pretty evenly matched as they skate back and forth. And the puck goes all the way into the Farmington zone before it's going to get scooped up by Kratz. Kratz will try to push it forward into the neutral ice. It goes. Miller will try to keep it in. She'll fire one at the net, and Mulgrew will put it in the glove, and we'll have another stoppage of play here. Third period, 7:26 to go from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Northfield Raiders leading this one in section play 2-0.
Should the Raiders keep this lead, it'll all come back to the second period where Mueller just was completely overpowering that brick wall. Fast break here.
Miller will take the puck in behind her own net. Comes loose as she tries to clear it down the near board. Off the the boards. That one's going to scoot all the way back down. And, yep, they're going to call an icing on that one as the Raiders will just fire that one all the way back down, and we'll bring it down to the right of Mueller, and we'll face off again.
So that is a tactic that you'll play. You'll see the D go off the glass trying to get it to drop in the neutral zone. You're going to see us start to implement in about a minute or two a lot of get it to the red and get it down and try to make them go the whole ice. So you'll start seeing the coaches start ramping up on that. Get to the red line, get it deep. Let's keep throwing it below the dots.
Make them run and get it.
Yeah, we want to make them run and get it.
We're probably not going to push on that either. We're going to sit back up here and wait for them to come back.
We'll keep one up high all the time, make sure they don't get behind, but at the same time, try to score still.
Miller down the right side. Goes in behind the net. She gets triple teamed over in the corner. McCoshen fires across the middle and out front. It pops out there. Nobody out in front for the rebound as Debuse had an opportunity out there, but it ricochets all the way across the ice. This one will come clear into the Northfield zone. Miller will try to pick it up. She'll dump pass it back, sends it all the way back around. Here it comes. Steph's with it. We'll try to clear it in the neutral zone, but the Tigers will push it all the way back into the corner. Now it's Bricko on the rush across the middle. Into the neutral zone it goes. Garley tries to clear it. Farmington pushes it right back in the zone. Farmington dumps it all the way back to the zone again. Brickle goes back into the corner there. Before Bolin comes loose with it off the glass. That one was supposed to go the other direction. Came right back into the Northfield zone. So that one pops right out in front. There's a shot across the middle. And that was a great opportunity as the rebound come out in front of Bricko, but Bricko sent it flying way over the top of the net. There's another shot across the bow, but that one's going to get broken up by the Raiders. And now, down the right side, Miller's just going to pump it all the way back in. She'll scoot off the ice, and the Raiders will go hard into the corner before it comes loose for Gerke. Gerke tries to clear it through into the neutral zone and into the Raiders zone before it is broken up by the defense in the neutral ice. Now they'll dump it all the way back in. There's a nice little move by Puppy as it comes off the board. She'll get on the right side. She's got plenty of defenders right behind her. We've got people screaming for a penalty there. Nothing happening as the puck goes all the way down in the corner and up into the net. Then we got a stoppage of play with 4:58 to go here, third period.
Yeah, you'll see the coaches talking a lot to the D too, because Farmington's starting to leak them out even a little bit more. So you hear the coaches say, you got to always have one behind their last. So you'll see our D will have a forward up top, still putting pressure on. We want a forward up top and a D always going back out with that other forward there.
Controlled by Farmington in their own zone, and they cannot control the puck as she falls down in neutral ice. Now they're looking for another penalty. They're just every time somebody hits the ice, they're screaming for a penalty. The refs are kind of letting them play here a little bit here in the third period. Puck picked up by Farmington in the neutral zone as they push it all the way in, and it looks like we could have maybe an offside.
Yep.
So we've got 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go. We'll face off a neutral ice. Raiders on top 2-0 here, third period.
Raiders are just going to continue to try and stop anything from happening. Any turnovers. You don't want to get any free chances for the Tigers to get one of these goals back. So they'll just be playing really, really carefully here, but still try to score here as Puppy screaming to the neutral line.
Puck comes right out front. Now it's across the line. They're going to call that. It's going to be a penalty. I'm guessing they're going to give that to Puppy.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I wish I had a replay. I know she got the side of the goal there, but I don't know if it got in behind the goalie there.
Right through the goalie's legs. The ref was right there, so she made that call right away. So it must have crossed over. It hit the post and then crossed over that line. And that's a huge goal. I mean, 3-goal lead with 4.5 minutes is a lot different than a 2-goal lead.
And of course, for Puppy, that is her 80th. Count them, 80th point on the season. She is, I believe, ranked number 3 in the state behind a couple people from War Road, but she is the number 3 in the state as far as scoring in girls hockey, at least in single A.
Yeah, so she's in the entire state. She's number 2 in goals with 49, and 4th overall in points, goals, and assists combined. So Puppy, a bit of a mistake by the goalie there. Just kind of let that one through her pads. But big 3-0 lead for the Raiders. That's going to be really hard for the Tigers to bring that one back.
You look at just the overall goalie play of the night, and that was just kind of a
little fluke one. Their goalie has played really well, I think, tonight, and I think the second one was a little fluky off her stick, and then that one, it is a tough play. You're counting on the player going across, so she's opening up to go with her. Ayla lost it off her stick, and it slides through the 5-hole. It's a frustrating thing because that goalie, I guarantee you, she could see the puck. She couldn't stop her momentum to get the puck, and so it just kind of squeaked through. And the coaches right now are just telling we got 4.5 minutes. They want this to be very clean hockey, and let's get it to the red and deep. We don't need to score a lot more. We don't want to give up any more shots. That's what they're talking to them about. Get it to the red, get it deep, and we're going to make them go the whole length.
So we've got 4:25 remaining here. Third period for the Northfield Ice Arena. Raiders on top from your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 3-0. They're getting outshot 28-20, but they're doing what they need to do to stay in this contest. Puck goes into the Northfield zone. Shot cross just off the left-hand side of Mueller and bounces in behind the net and now into the near boards. Puppe will come away with it in behind the net. Hits the brakes, turns around, sends it back to the near boards. That one's broken up by Kennelich. She can't control the puck, and the Raiders will dump it all the way back in. They've pulled their goalie, and the goalie is already loose, and they've got a penalty, looks like they're going to...
Yeah, they're pulling their goalie. They need 3 goals. So 3 goals in 4 minutes. They're going to need to pull the goalie. Page is going to give them free rein to shoot the puck down here because you're up by 3. You'll take faceoffs and give them that free rein to go for a goal.
So empty netter coming up here. Puck was controlled by Farmington. 6-on-5 in the Northfield zone. Snyder tries to clear it, can't. Miller tries to dig for it. She can't get it. Farmington will come away with it from the left side. She'll fire it towards the net, Kennelich, but that one's going to go out front. Nobody there. Rebound comes out to the near boards. Kennelich shot again. That one's in. And that one is going to score for Kennelich with 3:34 to go here in the third period.
Madison Kennelich, her 14th goal of this season, bringing one back for the Tigers as this one is not over. 3:34 left to go in this one, cutting the lead to 2 as one of the 2 Kennelich sisters, this one's Madison, scoring from the left circle, and a great shot by her to sneak in past Mueller, who's going to lose her chance at a shutout. Obviously, that will not matter to her, of course. All that matters to her is that her Raiders move on to the next round. But Tigers are going to bring their goalie back in now. As they're back in this one, they got the goal that they needed. They'll still need 2 more now. They'll face off now from the center ice.
Draw is going to be controlled by Farmington. Farmington down the left side into the near boards. Fighting for it. Goalie's gone again. Here comes the 6th person on the ice. That puck's going to get cleared into the neutral zone. Kennelich tries to control the puck. She'll send it all the way through neutral ice. That one's going to get dumped by Gerke into Kenelich's hands. Why not? Puppy's going to ride her all the way down the left side. Kennelich looking for something out in front. Looking for Mitchell at the top, but that'll go all the way in behind to the far boards. Gerke, Kennelich fighting for it in the corner. Boland down there digging for it. Everyone's digging for it. Puppy's digging for it. Boland's digging for it. Everyone's digging for it. I hope they come up with some buried treasure on there. That one's going to come loose into the neutral zone before it's picked up by the Raiders. Perutka tries to fire it through. No, Gurley. Shot. Goal. Gurley with the goal. And that is it. The 14-26 mark with the empty netter is Garley.
It seems like such a silly thing, but it is really difficult when it's a pulled goalie. All you can see is an empty net there, and you just have to play defense. It's a lot harder than it appears. You're trying to get your mindset in. And with Garley there, it seems so small, but did you see her celebrate that goal? She's a goal scorer, and so she just wanted to get a goal in the net, and she buried that one.
For Garley. We talked about how, as a goal scorer, you could play the perfect game, and if you don't score, you're not happy.
Nope.
So the puck will now go into the Northfield zone as they lead this one 4-1. They'll fight for it down in the corner. Farmington will try to come loose with it, try to find something, another gear. Goalie has been pulled. 6-on-5 again in favor of Farmington. Kettleich down to the right side, shot towards the goal, and that one's going to go into Mueller's glove, and we'll have a stoppage of play with 2:05 to go, just to the left of Mueller. So again, getting outshot 30-21, but on top, 4-1 in favor of the Northfield Raiders.
For Garley, that was her 26th goal of this season, putting the Raiders up 4-1. And it's real desperation time for the Tigers now. 3 goals in 2 minutes. It's a tall order. The Raiders can't give up quite yet.
That puck's going to go all the way down to the far end. They'll probably call it icing there. So it was McCossin just trying to take a swat towards that empty net.
Trying to take a swat. You saw a couple of the coaches just hold off because you give them free rein when it's kind of close by. Now it's like we want to just get this. We want to keep the clock moving. The clock is going against the Tigers. You just want to keep it moving.
Puck is going to win by the draw by the Tigers down in the far corner from that circle. That one's broken up by the Raiders as they try to clear it out of the zone. They do so. Pape's going to get a hot pursuit on that one. That'll be an icing call. They'll bring it right back with 1:45 to go here. Third period. Raiders on top. Trailing shot-wise, but as far as goals-wise, they're up 4-1. The Farmington crowd is getting crazy here. They are lighting up the house here tonight. Again, thanks to all the people tuning in today from Farmington Live and NorthfieldLive.com and listening here on KYMN. We appreciate you joining us, and we thank our sponsors for helping us bring you tonight's game. 1:36 to go. That puck comes loose, a little turnover in the middle, can't control it. Gerke, centering pass out front, can't get a stick on it as the puck will come into the near boards. Raiders try to clear it. There's a shot towards the net. Boom! Shot in the goal. And then she drops her stick, and in it goes. So Perutka, I do believe, will come away with that one.
Was that Perutka or
that was Garley?
Was that Garley again?
That was Garley, yeah.
You know, the coaches are kind of smiling because they did put a red light on shooting, but she just ran right through that stop sign. But She buried it, so you can smile, and you'd like to see her get to the red line, but that's what she does.
So now the 15:37 mark, the 5th goal of the evening, the 2nd for Garley. This one will come clean for Farmington. A little bit, I think, kind of took the gas out of him a little bit. Boland will try to clear it around. They're keeping the goalie in at this point now with a minute 10 to go. I don't believe they're going to pull her out. I think they're going to concede to the game. The game's going to go into the far corner. It's going to be Sorensen down there. They're just fighting for it. 59 seconds to go. Puck tries to come loose. Farmington tries to keep it in. That puck will try to get caught, flipped up. Tova Sorensen will try to bury it with her skate into the boards. It's 3-on-1 down there as the Raiders try to control the puck. Farmington coming away with a shot towards the goal out front. Gerke can't get a stick on it. That'll go all the way to the far corner. 40 seconds remaining. Third period, 5-1. Shot out in front again. Mueller deflects that one in behind the net, and it'll come into the near boards. That'll come all the way to the top. Kettleich tries to hold it in and does so. They'll send that one all the way in behind the net as Boland tries to pick it clean. In behind is Farmington. Looking for something out front. There's a centering pass out there, broken up by the Raiders as they try to now in their own zone. Digging for it down in the corner with 12 seconds to go. Doesn't look like there's much going on activity-wise down there as they try to continue to freeze the puck and hold it in the zone, and that is going to be the end of our contest here tonight. And that's going to wrap it up from the Northfield Ice Arena. And that is your final with the Raiders. Your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raiders win the first opening match of the section here this evening on Wednesday night. We'll see you on Saturday night against Lakeville South. But before we go, we'll come right on back. We'll recap tonight's game. Congratulations. Raiders win 5-1 over the Farmington Tigers. We'll be back. You're listening to Raider Hockey on KYMN 95.1 The One, AM 1080, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
I'm Marty Benson, the Commercial and Ag Banking Manager at Community Resource Bank. We offer unprecedented experience with the ability to make decisions locally for your business, ag purchase, or expansion. Come talk with us. Interest rates are still low, and we can offer some fantastic products. The coffee pot is always on, or visit us at crb.bank. Community Resource Bank in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Valley Auto Haus is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, all Valley Auto Haus technicians are I-CAR trained and certified by all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle repairs. Valley Auto Haus on Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohaus.net. Go Raiders!
Now may be the right time for you or a loved one to consider joining Northfield Retirement Community. Leave behind the worry of home maintenance and repairs to join a supportive community welcoming you to your new home. NRC has a variety of housing options to enjoy with your own furnishings and available options of in-home personal care services. Reach out to our caring and compassionate staff when you're ready for a visit, or review all of our living options at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
Many of us would love an extra flexible way to earn money. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines have many driving positions available, including vans that won't require a CDL, small and regular-sized school buses, and motor coaches. These positions offer flexible hours, days off when kids are out of school. You can even bring your kids to work with you. Benjamin Bus and Northfield Lines offer on-site training and testing along with wages up to $21 an hour. No experience necessary. Stop by Benjamin Bus on Highway 3 in Northfield and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call the professionals at Service Master by Hyatt. Service Master has been an industry leader for more than 20 years and have proven cleaning products to remove even the toughest stains and get the winter weather out of your carpets and floors. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. When you're in need of cleaning, demand the yellow van and call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Service Master.
And the post-game cleanup, as we call it, brought to you by Service Master by Hyatt. Welcome. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. So again, welcome back to the Northfield Ice Arena. Fun little contest there. 5-1 doesn't really reflect it, I don't think. The Raiders were kind of outshot in that one overall, 30-24, but at the end of the day, they come away with 5-1, and 2 empty netters, of course. So that was kind of big. 2-1 going into the third period, and then Ayla Puppy was able to score one there to put him up 3-1. So that was kind of a comfort zone. So that kind of worked out really nice for him. But all in all, and then in the third period when they were kind of ahead like that, I mean, it was. I know that Farmington was pushing it. They're trying to push it in. They're trying to get something to happen. Mueller, of course, still, on her feet and did a really nice job. They didn't get as many shots off, which I thought was kind of interesting because, there wasn't a whole lot of shooting going on in that third period, and Farmington needed it. But yet, I mean, they only ended up, I think, with 6 shots in it in that third period.
I mean, that's a good defensive game by Northfield. Like we said, they weren't going to go into a defensive shell, but I guarantee you what they were talking is limit the shots. And I mean, if we had to pick a player of the game, I think it would be Macy Mueller. I mean, this is a kid that I think this was her first ever section playoff game. It's not easy. Like, to come in and to play as solid as she was, I didn't see her get rattled once. And I don't even remember a bad rebound that she gave up the entire game. That's a big deal. Like, having that goalie, getting that under her belt. You'd like to see her get that shutout just for her, for how well she played. But that'd be my player of the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Madison Catholic was the only one to score at the 13:26 mark of that third period. So it took them almost an entire third period. So, I mean, that one, you only had a couple minutes left in the contest,
It's important to know that was a 6-on-5 as well. So, I mean, they had an advantage. So, Mueller, don't let that discredit her. It's still an incredible game for her.
Yep.
Absolutely. So we opened up the scoring there in the first period. It was Emma Perutka at the 6:24 mark. And on the rebound, she put us ahead 1-0. And the only other activity, of course, is Belle Steffs with a penalty there in the first period, but they were not able. The penalty kill obviously did their job the way they're supposed to. In the second period, it was all Mia Miller. 2 penalties and a goal.
Yep.
So she kind of redeemed herself.
Kind of a hat trick there.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of 4:17 mark. She trips, goes in. They don't score. They survive. At the 7:13, she actually pokes one home and scores the goal and puts them up 2-0. And then she gets a hooking call at 9:59 and sits out a couple more minutes. And so it was basically all her there. And even though they did 6 shots, but she got one of them that counted to put them up 2-1. And then the third period, it was like there was really nothing going on. It was a very well back and forth like you kept talking about. But then it was Ayla did get the third goal there at the 12:35 mark, where she made a play down the left-hand side, came across that crease, and it kind of got a little puck luck there. Because it slid kind of in behind. Like you said, the goalie was anticipating her coming across, maybe going to do a backhand, and then the puck just kind of slid in behind, and she couldn't stop.
No, it's just one of those things. Ayla drove the outside, got it to the net, and sometimes that puck luck is just what I wanted to do, I didn't do, and it slipped off, and it went through the 5-hole, bounced off the post, and then just crossed the line.
Well, of course, that was her 48th goal, and then in the that was her 49th goal and her 80th point on the season, so she's just shattering any records that Northfield's had. She did that a few weeks ago already, and now she's just building on that, and she's building her legacy.
Only a junior as well. I mean, a couple weeks ago she broke the all-time goal-scoring record. She's only a junior. She has a whole another season to score another 50 goals, so a really incredible career here in Northfield for Ayla Puppy.
And then, of course, Emerson Garley was able to get her 26th and 27th goal tonight, her 48th point of the season. Both of them empty netters, but still, it's a goal.
They're goals. And it is, like you could see Garley getting a little bit frustrated that she wasn't getting it in the net. I think that could carry over for her in this next game, just because you just love getting it into the net, and it gave her some confidence. And, I mean, you saw her celebrate both of those. She was excited to get them, and you just want that full squad and playing at their top.
And she fired the second one from the red line, and the goal went in, and she dropped her stick, and she's just all jacked up. So she was happy. It looks good on her resume.
Hey, it's a goal.
It is a goal. So from your Heritage Bank scoreboard, Raiders win this one 5-1 tonight. We're going to be in Northfield Lakeville. We'll be taking on Northfield in Lakeville on Saturday night, 7 o'clock puck drop. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to get there or what time we're going to do the pregame, but I know we're going to get there hopefully in time to do the drop of the puck at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, Thursday, boys basketball versus Rochester Century, and then Saturday, boys hockey versus Mankato East, and that'll be going on at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. So again, your post-game cleanup brought to you this evening by Service Master by Hyatt. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. So I'm not exactly sure. We've got somebody trying to sneak in here.
Coach
possibly.
LaPanta's coming up to give us a little shout out here.
We got
Coach LaPanta.
Coach LaPanta, the heir apparent, as they say. Coach, you want to jump up real quick if you would, please? We're on the camera and we're live.
Okay.
So,
sir, yes.
Okay.
Hey,
keep the four-letter words to a minimum. Like good, great's 5.
Gotcha.
So anyhow, needless to say, what do you think? How was it?
Oh, solid victory. Executed our game plan very well. Got contributions from everybody up and down the lineup, so it's fun to watch. Real good team hockey.
So you came out, in the first period and got up on top real quick, so that was good. I mean, you got there.
Coach's dream in the first game, it's all about emotion. It's all about settling in. If you get that first goal, you're not chasing the game. It really settled our lineup down. It was nice.
I mean, they came out, I thought, really confident. I mean, they felt like, you just saw a nice... The pace was good. The passing was good. They were settled in. They didn't seem as, maybe as wound up as, maybe in the anticipation.
I would agree. I think we left that on the ice with Owatonna. We kind of learned our lesson. We were just too hyped up, too emotional for that game. And we came out flat, and we were chasing the game all night. We didn't have it. Tonight we were very loose but confident, knew what our game plan was, and just had to go execute it and trust it. Yeah.
Saturday is a whole new game. I mean, every game's a new game now. This is playoff time, so this changes everything. You can play Lakeville South 14 times during the season, but now you're going to go into their arena, and it is playoffs.
Yeah, it's interesting. Usually we play during the season, so we don't have that data of going up and seeing it, but we've watched them a lot. I've gone and watched them. I think we match up very well against them. They've got the challenge of waiting all week for us. We got the challenge of trying to get our legs right now and not overdo it in practice the next couple days. Our game plan will be a little different. They're a totally different style of team, but I think there's going to be a lot more open ice for our top skaters, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
So I know against Owatonna, one of the things, like Ayla Puppy has a tendency to take the puck in her own zone and then tries to speed skate through. And usually if she gets a little bit of momentum going and she is able to get through, she creates havoc, to say the least. Owatonna kind of shut her down. They kind of like triple teamed her and things like that. Do you think South will come out and do something like that as well? Or
everybody's going to be aware of one of the leading players in the state, one of the leading scorers. We're not sure exactly what it'll look like. They're a little different style team, so I don't expect them to maybe trap as much in neutral ice and commit to her like Owatonna did and Farmington did tonight. But we'll wait and see. We've got some answers for her, change her style of play a little bit no matter what happens.
Well,
she can adjust very well on the fly.
So you got to be happy on that point shot from Miller. Coming off the defense there, and she kind of came off the wall. And I know Brent was talking about how, I bet you the coaching staff looked like they were just excited that she scored that goal.
Yeah, she's been getting better and better with that aspect of her game and more confident in getting the shot to the net and shooting to score. Her shot is very heavy. It's deceiving. She gets it off quick, but it's a very heavy shot. The goalie had a little issue with her stick there, and we took advantage.
Well, good luck to you on Saturday night.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a ball. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's fun. Now, what do you guys do now? You just hang out and grab some soup at Perkins, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, you got to decompress as coaches. Absolutely. You got to think about what worked, what didn't, what was the message, where's our team at, and start planning for tomorrow. I mean, we start planning for South tonight, really. How they take care of their bodies and how we show up tomorrow at practice and how we can perform the next 2 days, get us ready for Saturday night. We're a very confident team now. The first one is the hardest. Sounds silly, cliche. But once you get that past you and you're rolling, and we've been there before. We won it last year, so we feel very confident now.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for your time.
And you are, of course, listening to Raider Hockey on 95.1 The One. We want to thank you for joining us this evening. Again, tomorrow night we will have Mankato East on Saturday for the boys. Tomorrow night it's Rochester Century. That will be here on Northfield Live. We want to thank the wonderful people of Farmington. We were able to bring them this simulcast as well tonight on Farmington Tigers Live. So special thanks to them for joining us this evening, along with everybody who joined us this evening. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for boys basketball. And then Saturday, hockey again, 3 o'clock in the afternoon here with the boys. And then we're going to grab some Mustangs and some horses, and we're running and we're doing something.
Love it.
Whatever we got to do. But we're going to get up to Lakeville, and we're going to broadcast the girls' game on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. So, again, on behalf of everybody here, Coach LaPanta, Brent Bielenberg, Johan Schroer, Lance Reister, and Cullen Merritt, Jimmy LaRue, bidding you adieu as always. Thanks for joining us. You're watching Raider Hockey here on 95.1 The One, KYMN, and streaming live on NorthfieldLive.com.
Where they're trying to get to the point for Peterson, picks it up, crashing the net, fires, and scores! Julia Peterson gives the Raiders a 2-0.
Again, pass to the right. Kaiser with a shot, and he scores! Are you kidding me? Camden Kaiser with a shot to go from the point, and the Raiders win! Raiders win!
For females, for team, Maggie Malika.
All the way over there to do that. As here comes Fish. He crashes the net, goes top shelf. That's his 4th goal of the ball game, and the Raiders double the overtime. Courtney Graff is in there, strike 3. Got Shopper looking for outnumbered through the neutral zone. He takes it out to Klotz. He's going to fire on that and score. Spencer Klotz goes up top, and it's 1-0 Raiders. Start off the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Megan Snyder can be the hero. First pitch to Snyder. She's going to bunt it. Throw to first is nobody's there. It gets past her. Here comes Blandon to the plate, and she's going to score in the Raiders.
Klotz, he's made good spin move. Klotz, he's shot. He scores! Spencer Klotz puts the Raiders up 5-4.
Second. 2-1 pitch to Stepka. Lined into the right center gap, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. Peterson's going to round third and score.
Yeah, jumper by Richardson, good. That was a nice turnaround jumper by Richardson.
There's a centering pass, and it's good. And guess who? That's number 12, Kaiser, with another goal on the season. That's number 24 for Camden Kaiser.
On his back, and yeah! Make it set the holy moly championship round. The triplet to the plate. She lines this one into right field. That one gets down for a base hit. Horman is going to go through the stop sign. She's going to score. This game is tied.
Saving her legs, too, so have legs in the third, right? We'll see. It seems past